So Bully. Yo! Hello, crypto world. It's your boy Muddy Mo, aka Mr. Bean, coming to y'all again with another daily DeFi degenerate update. Oh, hey yo, we about to have some fun tonight. Now, let me say this because y'all know how I make light of things. You know what I mean? And bear with me as y'all know how I gotta get the back screen together. Y'all know how I do. Um, we gonna get into the nitty gritty of what's going on tonight. Before I know how I do. I play too much sometimes, and that's okay. What up, Brian? What up, D? Y'all in ready? Y'all ready? Y'all buckled up? You know what I mean? Y'all ever seen the kid get ready for get ready to go or get ready for that first day of school? You be ready for that, you know. Anyway, um, but I do want to say, today the main topic is Forex Shark and Animal Farm exposed. I really don't like doing this type of content. I wish we never ever had to go through nothing like this. You know what I'm saying? But what's real is real. And y'all know how I am, man. Listen, y'all know who I am. Y'all know who I am. I'm lit today. Now listen, I am the people's champ. I am that guy who's going to be honest with y'all. Y'all know that it's all about honesty and integrity over here at the Muddy Crypto Movement. Hey, man, shout out to the Muddy Crypto Movement. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's been lit, man. Now, y'all know how I do before I get into this. I just talk regular stuff too. But again, if you're hurt or if you're harmed from Animal Farm, in DeFi, I'll say this all the time. In DeFi, you're alone. But here in the Muddy Crypto Movement and what we're doing over here, I'm alone with you. All right. So just understand that this is, trouble don't last always. It'll be other things come along if this didn't work out, or if you're in a position to not be able to be as successful in a contract that you would like to be. You know what I'm saying? And I have to say that the right way because I don't want to play because this is real money we talking about here. So and I know some people just gonna doubt to the end. I get it. But you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? We got facts, you know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. That's the one thing they didn't want money to get was straight, solid, cold, hard facts. Y'all hear that hand? Y'all hear that? It sounds like I put lotion on now. Oh, that's an inside joke. Burn me, bro. I got lotion on today. Them rusty. Anyway, man, what y'all on today, man? How y'all doing? Hold on, I'm still getting the screen together. Y'all know how it is. Y'all know how Rose is. All my people who's new to the spot, hey, y'all pull on up. Make sure I hit that like. And also, some people like, oh, they see the title, they think I'm going straight into it, just to the nitty gritty. Hey, kick your shoes off, man. This is what we do, man. We come on and stay a while. You know what I mean? Like we kind of kick it. We talk about the entire DeFi space, bro. That's what we do. So I'm just happy to have y'all. I'm happy that y'all pulled up with me. It's a lot going on, So we're gonna do our best now. We got some other people that's talking about this whole fiasco and the whole thing. The dude talking about he got an anime tomorrow. That's gonna be too late. That's gonna be, hey, that's already, if you're reading this, it's too late. You know what I'm saying? If you're reading this, it's already too late. I said I was serious earlier. You know what I'm saying? Now y'all know I'm about to have some fun. But yeah, so if you're reading this, it's too late. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to tomorrow. You know what I mean? Little Forex, Pinocchio, man. If I can only be a real boy. Hey, this is gonna be a fun show today, y'all. So y'all kick back, relax. Make sure y'all got some ice in your cup, all that good stuff. We grown. You know what I'm saying? Whatever y'all on, y'all do that. All right, let me get this screen up. Y'all like, come on, buddy. What's up with the screen? I know. I'm working on it. Y'all gotta talk to me now. Hold on. What's going on, man? What's new? Talk to me. What's going on? How y'all doing today? Oh man, somebody was riding home in their car from work. Like, oh, wait, what? You know what I'm saying? You got proof today? Hey, we got some proof. What up, Snazzy? Hey, Snazzy, what's that? Is that the heart-shaped hands? And do they put that in the sun? That's fire. What up, Snazzy? What up, D? Do you hate family? What up, D? D knows. You already know D be putting that battery in my back, y'all. Y'all know what time it is. All right, let me get the screen on up. Also, y'all know generally I put the StreamYard in the comments. Today, I do have some special guests coming up. I'm gonna let them introduce themselves, and they're gonna be pretty much doing a lot of the talking. Y'all know how I am. I'm an instigator. You know what I'm saying? I'm an instigator, so it is what it is. But no, but they're gonna come up and these guys have a lot of things they want to get off their chest, and that they were affected directly from all the stuff that's going on. So you always kind of gotta give those guys some time to talk and get it off their chest. You know what I'm saying? Get it on off their chest because it's a lot of stuff going on. All right. Oh, D bugging up already. Do you know what time it is? See, I see. Y'all already know. Y'all know how y'all do. All right. Real quick, I just gotta tell y'all a little story. Y'all know how I am. This is a link tree before I get going. This is a link tree. It should be down in the description below. Also, down in the description below, if you want to do your research early while you're listening, go ahead, check it out. I got 6 wallet addresses from BSC Scan. That's gonna be the main premise of what we're talking about today. So make sure y'all on top of it. But y'all know how I am, man. I like to tell y'all about my life. So, man, I'm at the gas station today. And I know I ain't alone in this. How many of y'all hate when it's somebody at the gas station and they like, just say y'all walk into the door at the same time, right? And y'all walk into the counter at the same time and they get right in front of you, but they got a handful of what? Lotto tickets. Oh, I can't. And then not only just that, it's always a person that's right in front of you that got like 30 of them. Like, really, bro? I just want to put 50 on pump 5. Like, what you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, oh, it'd be a headache. So I know I ain't alone with that, man. Like, shout out to my lotto players, but that kind of irked me today. I'm like, bro, like, and then I looked at the attendant, like, bro, I just got one thing. Can I? Nah, bro, he was in line first. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting there annoyed anyway. But shout out to my squad. Y'all know how I am, man. Shout out to the Muddy Crypto Movement. Y'all know how I am. Now, I'm going to try to keep this positive vibes, and I'm going to be short. So y'all know we talk about regular stuff over here. We got a lot of contracts that we cover every day. So my regulars, I'm probably going to speed through the ones that we typically talk about. We talk about any way to get any way that we get the gains in DeFi. That's what we talk about. So just know that. And some of y'all new people, like I say, y'all need to calm down. Y'all be too rushed. This ain't no slow. Listen, we don't do 10-minute shows over here. You know what I keep telling y'all come kick it over here. This is a chill spot. And not just that, this is the A Block show. I keep telling you, it's the best show in DeFi. Don't nobody cover what we do every day. So it is what it is. All right, so let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. So again, it's the link tree. I need to update the link. I need to, especially with this. Oh goodness, I need to update the link tree. We're gonna get to it at some point. Y'all know how it is. Be busy sometimes, but yeah, we'll get to editing this. But yeah, come to the link tree if you want anything in DeFi, at least anything that I'm in. It's all here. And also at the very top here, I keep telling y'all can be in more than one Telegram. Come on to the Muddy Crypto Movement, man. Some good people over there. Come on to the Muddy Crypto Movement in the Telegram. Oh, Tay, y'all lit today. I can feel it. You know how them vibe. I can feel it in the air. I can feel it in the air. It's just taking it all in. You know what I mean? So here's what it is. All right, let's do it. Let's get to it. Every show, what we do, we talk about the crypto market and then we jump into DeFi. That's just what we do, you know. So it's part of what we are. Now, y'all know how it is, how we judge that market, how that end looking on Nomics. We got a green end today. It's looking Gucci. It's looking real good today. All right, so let's run through it real quick. So Bitcoin over 20,000. 0.5% change on the day. Good to see Bitcoin over 20,000. All my news who don't know, even numbers like 20,000, 25,000, 21. All of those are like usually like mental lines for traders. So it's good to see it over that. Hopefully don't get under that. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully it stays up. Look at Ethereum up to 1,183 today, up 6%. As always, when you see USDT, USDC, and when you see BUSD in those top 5, top 6 spots, we still in a little bear market. So just know what y'all seeing. But look at BNB, everything up today. But look at BNB up 235, up to 235. XRP up to 33 cents. Man, that came down a long way though. You know what I'm saying? Solana $36. What else? Look at Tron barely up today. Polygon. Ooh, how many y'all got the Matic bags? Wow, look at Polygon, bro. Up to 70 cents today. Up 9%. Looking good. Look, Avalanche up to $19. Everything's up, man. So this is a green day. Now, what does this tell y'all about the market? This tells you, I told y'all now, even though we way down, when it starts looking like this, we might be starting to make a little move. And it might be a pump fake. I don't know, but generally, sometimes we see a little move after this. So we'll see what happens. No promises though. Y'all know the space. No promises. Avalanche, what I said, $19. Yep, up 5%. What else? We're gonna come back to Hex. Chronos up to 11 cents. What else? What's going on today? Let's see what's happening. Man, what's down? Okay, everything pretty much up. Man, it's a good day. It's a good day. So, look at Uniswap. Listen, Ricky, Richard Hart. I need you to listen to me. You see this? Uniswap going up ain't a good thing for Pulse Chain. I don't know. But I will say this: all my people, all my OGs who've been around with Hex, not just Hex, who've been on the Ethereum blockchain, been struggling. Listen, I'm saying something. The prices generally for Ethereum is going down. Richard Hart, Ricky needs to come on and drop Pulse Chain and stop playing. He needs to come on now, because now I'm seeing it's going to be a problem. If ETH can keep them fees low, it's going to be a real problem for Pulse Chain. Not to say it's not going to be a deal breaker, but it's just a little issue. Now, y'all know how I feel about Hex. Hex is better than... Y'all know Hex is better than... all my regulars know what's up, man. Y'all know what Hex is. Hex is up 2% today. What have I been saying for the last couple months? It's still a buying opportunity. If y'all go look at the test net right now, they're assuming, now it's not accurate numbers, it's not no kind of prediction, but they're assuming the Hex is going to probably be over $3. You're not going to find them kind of gains. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not regular. So, and it's a staking coin. So y'all know how I feel about Hex, Richard Hart, Pulse Chain, all that stuff. Ricky needs to pick some people from the space to do interviews with, man. Like, he got the crypto teen girl and all it. Like, it's cool, you know. And it's not about Ricky today. We're gonna get back to Ricky a whole other day. We got a whole nother show just to talk about what's going on with that and that situation. So let's keep it moving. Let's see how it is on our neck of the woods. All right, y'all know how I get on Richard Hart. Y'all know how I get. Look at D. See D putting that battery in my back. D say, Mo, best DeFi news. That's a fact. That's a bean. That's fire. You already know, D. The Animal Farm drama. Oh yeah, that's that's what most of the people tuning in for today. That's what they gonna be tuning in for. You know what I mean? They don't want to hear me talk. They want to hear what I got. What you got on Forex? It is what it is though. So, man, some of y'all, man, y'all gotta. I know this is gonna probably be your big heartbreak, your first big heartbreak, but you just gotta understand that we need honesty. With honesty, everything else is gonna come. I kept talking about the solo sport boys who's dumping contracts. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Devs are listening. Influencers definitely are listening. Trust me, they listening to what we're talking about over here. I told y'all we the A block. Nobody covers the whole space. This is the DeFi General Show with Muddy Mo. Hey, man, on your way in, man, y'all better hit that like. Don't play now. Hit that like. Don't freeload. Hit that like. All right. Next screen, y'all know my computer name Rosa. She moving slow. She move her feet. She don't get up for nobody. Y'all know that. All right, let's see what it's looking like. It's a beautiful day. It's not a beautiful day. It's a decent day. It's not a beautiful day. All right, so Rosa is taking her time. But anyway, so let's jump right through it. Y'all know how I do. I can do it without the charts. Y'all know that. So Hex, I already just said that it's up to 37 cents today. That's a good look. That's a good look to see people still at least buying the Hex, because Pulse Chain just been, how many of y'all raise your hands if y'all tired of waiting? Am I the only one? I'm tired of waiting on it. Like, anyway, it's still there. So shout out to that for being where it is. All right, Piston. Yeah, buddy. Y'all down to $5.44, down 2%. What I keep telling y'all about that 2% down per day, that's a problem. It's a problem. Even with the raffle, even with all that other stuff. Seeing some things that's going on. I'm gonna get back to Piston in just a second. Furia. Some of y'all listen. Man, come on, Rosie. Come on now. She gotta come on with these charts. Some of y'all listen. I'm telling you, some of y'all are catching on to Furio. Y'all catching on to Furio and y'all catching on to Ooze. Y'all are. I keep telling you, we need things that these whales are not dumping. I'm gonna tell y'all, I know the contract that they're dumping, but Furio, ooze, all of these are untainted. They haven't been deflowered. Shout out to Baba. They haven't been deflowered. Not yet. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully now they got some mechanisms in those contracts that's gonna make them great. Oh, come on now, Rose. She tripping today, y'all. Hold on. Hold on now. I gotta get some kind of charts up. My bad, my bad. Y'all wilding in the TG. That's what it is. Let me close Telegram down. Because I gotta get all this right today. Y'all know. Hold on. Rose ain't finna work with all that. I'm gonna keep him up though. Rose ain't gonna work with all that going on. All right, let's get back to it. I think she back on. All right, let's do it. Come on, Rosa, you can do it. There she goes. Yay! Y'all cheering for Rosa too. Oh, she went back. Okay. Anyway, all right. So drip. Now I'm going to talk today. We're talking about Forex. Forex Pinocchio man. We're talking about Pinocchio man, and primarily we're talking about Animal Farm. Now that don't mean we don't have nothing on drip. I'm just not focused on drip, and I'm gonna be real with you. I'm just gonna be 100% real. I don't even want to look at the drip right now. It's so much that we seeing right now with Animal Farm that it's gonna wake a lot of y'all up to y'all king. Y'all know how I feel about Pinocchio man, middleman Forex. Y'all know how I feel about middleman Forex. He ain't no dev. So anyway, I'm gonna have his head in my I'm gonna have his head in my hand. This is your king. This is your king. I'm just playing. But no, you guys, we have to separate drip from Animal Farm. We have to. There are two separate projects, and if you combine them, you're going to be even more hurt. So don't combine them in your head. All right. But drip is down 1% today. I was talking to somebody earlier, and I was just talking about the drip whales. And matter of fact, yeah, I'm gonna touch drip in a second. I'm gonna touch drip. Animal Farm is what I will touch later. I'm gonna leave that completely alone to now. We gonna have plenty of time to talk about Animal Farm, Piggy Bank, and all the Rev tokens, all that. Yeah, look, I'm telling y'all, look, Forex shaking in his boots. He's watching this. I know he is. He's shaking in his boots. I'm telling you, this is bad out here. Also, y'all need to make sure y'all checking out. I told y'all, check out y'all favorite DeFi influencers. Views are changing. That algorithm has changed. A lot of them were not prepared for this, but the algorithm has changed. So to be real with you, whoever has the pure audiences, you'll see their views and they subscribers and all that start going up. Y'all know I'm a nerd for this stuff, so I'm just telling you what I'm seeing. But yeah, if you see your favorite influencers' views going down, it's because he probably had a lot of I ain't gonna say fake, but shallow subs, so to speak. It's some things you can do to do that. I ain't going there today. All right, real quick. Look at Elephant. Elephant at this point, we want to see some gains and all that, but I'm just happy to see green in the 24-hour. That's a good thing. This is our long-term play, man. We need Elephant to work. Now. Ooh, Elephant. Listen, I gotta talk to y'all because dealing with Forex, y'all developers in the mix with this too. Not in a negative way, but I do have to say something y'all need to take advantage of right now. So I'm gonna talk to Elephant. Y'all know how I do. I'm gonna talk to y'all. Trunk. Listen, Trunk is holding a little bit. Trunk holding on for dear life. Now the emissions is low, but we'll see Trunk down 1%, still over 25 cents though. But Trunk hanging on for dear life. Look at B-Reap, $72. Okay, so Splassive. Y'all know I'm probably not gonna look at Splassive today. Y'all know I don't like Doodoo Brown. Y'all know I don't rock with Doodoo Brown. But he got some kind of paper rock scissors game over at that Splassive. And survey says that's not gonna work. So yeah, that's trash. We'll see what happens though, but he's trying to hold on to it. This is what happens when you cater to devs. I mean, not devs. I'm sorry. When you cater to whales, this is what happens. So we'll keep going. I'm gonna keep it going. Another contract. Oh, listen, I don't like to be right about this stuff, but when you write about this stuff, you write about this stuff. Look at this. This is Rex. What did I tell you I was gonna happen to Rex? It's not done. Rex is giving away free tokens. If you don't understand it, I'll explain it later. I'll explain it to you next. But look at who's promoting it. If you got the SSBs, the solo sport boys promoting it, it's going to be dumped. Y'all know the drill by now. This is our space. They don't want a community. We do. Come on to the Muddy Crypto movie. You know what I'm saying? They don't want a community. They block y'all. They cuss y'all out. All that. Come on over to Death Row. I'm lit today. We're going to have some fun today. Let me see what y'all saying in the chat real quick. Brian said, "Hey Mo, sometime I need to talk to you about my hex. Have one of the stakes finished." Okay, shout out to you, Brian. Shout out to you, Brian. Yeah, y'all know I'm big on hex. Y'all know I love hex. We're gonna have a hex post change show coming up soon, so I got you, Brian. And then especially if you're new to hex staking, you know, it's just some things you gotta probably see. So I'll definitely work with you. D said, Richard Hart, my goodness, pulse chain win. Right, D, right, win pulse chain. We tired of this. And I'm about to go talk about some pulse chain tokens that's down. Like, come on, Richard. Ricky, get on my nerves. D said, I heard they're going to announce a recession on the 28th. Oh, boy. See, D, man, I've been saying this for months, man. I don't even want to get into the economy. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Brian say, not the mighty leader, but the mighty liar. That's a good one, Brian. Hey, that's dope, bro. I'll give you that one. D say, hi, Forex. Y'all, listen, I'll keep it going. Keep it going. Y'all better not stop either. Big Smart say, what it do, community? What up, Smart? That's my people's pulling up, man. Y'all know that. I don't let nobody do my people wrong. Y'all know that. I take care of mine. Y'all know that. All right. So yeah, but what I was telling y'all about Hex. Listen, I don't do this to not make money. You know what I'm saying? But I do see things when they come in. You got to watch these influencers who's influencing and stuff. All right, I got to move fast, y'all, because I got a guest coming on tonight. We got some guests pulling up on us, so I got to hurry up. All right, Hedron is down a little bit today. Pulse Doge is down a little bit today. The one of my favorite pulse chain token is Maxi. I like Maxi and what it tried to do. Maxi is 7 cent. And y'all know Trevon trying to look at Trevon, always trying to clone something, trying to clone Maximus. Like, stop it, bro. You use all you and Craig Grant hex. They got all the hex in the world. Let me see. That's not for today. That's not for today. And then some of y'all don't even know who I'm talking about. So, and Trevon views. Oh goodness. The NFTs ain't working out on they big dog. You get my kind of views. Like, bro, your views should not look like mine. I'm sorry. Y'all know how I get, man. It's wild. It's wild in these crypto streets. All right, real quick. H Fuel. Heard is the new owner of this contract. But yeah, this is not looking good. But H Fuel's down 3% today. BNB, just barely not down, but it's still up. That's a good sign for us. Y'all know y'all be on BNB, BSC every day. And last but not least, which I told y'all I don't like no more, not too much, is Imp Money. Oh, now listen, I see y'all in the Telegram too. Please, hey, post it over here so I can know too. I can't check the Telegram right now, but y'all gotta pull up. All right, real quick, let's talk. Listen, Drip Network. Oh boy, I'm just gonna touch it lightly. I'm not. This ain't the day for Drip. Drip is gonna have his day. You know what I'm saying? Like, trust me, this ain't Drip's day. But let's just talk through it. Y'all know, Drip still paying us 1% per day. It's still doing what it's supposed to do. Wait. Hold on, y'all. I got some more stuff. Hold on. I got to get to the random DeFi news before I get into the run through. Shout out to my people that's coming on later. If y'all want to pull up, y'all should have a stream y'all link. Just use that link, and I'll also send y'all a reminder too. And also, y'all watching DeFi Degenerate Show with Muddy Mo. Hey, man, make sure y'all hit that like. No free loan today, especially today. Let me show y'all something real quick before we get into these contracts. Because guess who had an AMA? Guess who had an AMA today? Y'all know this is my space. We don't play around like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, is the two influencers that's raping the space. And that's a whole nother show. I ain't trying to. Y'all know how I am in this community. Listen, y'all can't get nothing past the Money Crypto movement. We see everything. All right, let me see if this gonna pop up, y'all. If it don't pop up, then I gotta keep it moving. How y'all doing today, man? What's going on? Y'all know y'all gotta talk to me now. Y'all know I get lonely. I don't know if I'm doing a good job or a bad job. Y'all know y'all gotta talk to me. All right. Let's get this together. Boom, bang, boom. Bet. Let's do it. I gotta show y'all this real quick. Shout out to OXDR. His link is in the description. If y'all want to see. Now he did Forex mint pigs or bite them. I'm more ignorant than that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was stealing them pigs. He been stealing them pigs. He been selling them pigs. Forex been stealing them pigs. I'm ignorant. You know what I'm saying? He's a nice guy. Go check out OXDR. His link is in my description if y'all want to check out his video. Now, he added Forex's words. He did a real good job. He put a lot of work into it. So shout out to him. But y'all know I'm ignorant. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't nice like boss. You know, I'm gonna get straight to the ignorant stuff. It ain't nothing. No, we ain't doing none of that. Oh, Tay, let me get to this stuff because y'all know I talk all day. Hold on, let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. And shout out to y'all, man. I hope y'all listen. We here to make bread every day, even though we have fun. We here to make bread every day. You know what I mean? That's what we here to do. Even though I do pick on some contracts, especially if they, you know, if I don't feel like they on the up and up. But just know that, you know, I'm in most of them. So if I'm talking about it, I'm in it most of the time. If I'm not talking about it, then that's not a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a good thing. So typically, so you know, also shout out to some people in the Money Crypto movement who reached out to me. Yeah, y'all want y'all. I know y'all thirsty. Y'all want them Thirsty Thursdays back. Today can't be Thirsty Thursday, but you know, I'm gonna bring Thirsty Thursdays back where we talk about some new contracts too. That's for my everydays. That's for my people that's in the everyday struggle with me. All right. Brian said, "Hey peeps, show more some love. No freeloading. Facts. Come on, hit that like. Facts, D. I mean, Brian. My bad. Yeah, Brian. Facts. Look at D. Oink oink." See, y'all, man, y'all better calm down. See, y'all putting that battery. Here we go with y'all, my peoples, though, man. That's the Money Crypto movement for you. Oh, Tay. Did y'all see this? Did y'all see this? Oh, I gotta talk news. Listen, all my people like, I'm so serious. I just want to hear about Forex. I'm gonna get to Forex in just a second. I gotta talk about this. Y'all know I cover the whole space. It's my space. You know what I mean? So I cover the whole space. Let me get my notes. I got notes. Y'all know I'm prepared. Listen. So old Jimmy P, James Pelton, had a AMA with none other than who else? The killer of DeFi, the the dumper of the day, every day. The pastor, both of them pastors. I didn't even know that. Both of them pastors. That's weird. But the pastor, none other than Jonathan, aka J Nasty, aka Thirst Trap Johnny, aka what other name I got for him, y'all? Bishop J Nasty. This guy. All right, let me talk about this because I don't have all day, but y'all not gonna touch the news too. Okay, so first off, I gotta go move quick. Now, movement, y'all chill out because I know y'all want me to y'all want me to go and unleash. I'm not gonna unleash completely, but I do want to say something. You know what I'm saying? Say a few things. First off, Jonathan is the worst interviewer. Both of them are really bad interviewers. And I'm gonna say this for two reasons. First off, because they rely too much on being doxxed, in my opinion. And second off, is their interview styles is so phony. Jonathan is, you could tell they practice all their questions up front because Jonathan is basically finishing Jimmy P's sentences. What are you doing? Like, bro, that's not an AMA. AMA stands for Ask Me Anything. Y'all are rehearsing what y'all want to say to this community, really trying to drain this community. Now, y'all know how I feel about Jonathan. Now, I don't know about Jimmy P. I ain't too focused on Jimmy P. But Jonathan has consistently not given airdrops and consistently showed his rear end to his own community. So it is what it is. Y'all know how it is. Let me find this comment. I found a comment earlier. Now, this is who these guys are. This is Drip Farm, right? If you have dirt on James, please let me know. JK, I love James. So people got some dirt on. so people, you know, people gonna comment. Here, and I'm just gonna read these off because I gotta say this is part of the space. Yes, he sucks at airdrops. I created a whole team over 10 people, well over 500 each invested, and not a single airdrop in drip. And that's from Jimmy P, this guy. And we already know, if y'all new to the show, welcome. We know Jonathan does not airdrop. I know that by firsthand knowledge. People directly let me know that. So we know that. But let me continue. So they're talking about Jimmy P. So the two peas in a pot. Why ain't Drip Farm came on my show? I got questions for you, sir. Why are you doing an anime with Jimmy Pelton? I'm going to tell y'all why in just a second. I got to move through this quick, y'all. I'm going to get the comments in just a second. Honestly, I wish I signed up under you because he's been cashing out and investing in other projects, and other. Right. So Ghana, this guy is saying basically Jimmy P's doing the same thing, that he don't know that Jonathan does the same thing. They don't believe in community. They're a solo sport boys. They don't care about none of this. They want y'all money. That's it. And they talking about Jonathan. Y'all know how Jonathan. Oh, y'all giving me money because you like me. You like me. That's why you don't expect anything back. This is crypto. This is a solo sport. This is him. Clowning. No, but you got a whole Telegram. But it's a solo sport. But the first time a contract come out, you got your referral link out. So it's a solo sport. Be a solo sport guy. Don't come over here. Anyway, y'all know how I get in my rants with this dude. Anyway, and then gonna say, look. Now this is proof. I got more. We got more to come. But this is proof that this dude, Jonathan, is a clown. Look, bro, who cares if he airdrops or not? He provides more value than most outside airdrops. No, he does not. No, he does not. See, Jonathan's scared. Y'all tag Jonathan, tell him come up to my show. Oh, no, I'm sorry. He cares about views. You got 647 views right now, Jonathan. So your views ain't looking crazy. You can come up here. He think he too good to come up here. Clown. I didn't ask him. You know what I'm saying? But it don't matter. I know him. He's scary, man. Pastor. With the collection plate. I don't know about Jimmy P. I'm leaving Jimmy P alone today. But Jonathan passing that collection plate, stealing from these contracts. He's drinking it. All my new people who are not familiar with what I'm talking about. I've been over this the last couple lives. Jonathan, a.k.a. Drip Farm, a.k.a. Bishop J Nasty, Thirst Trap Johnny, he has bots dumping every single contract that he's in. Proven. It's proven. So, Jonathan, whatever. Anyway, let me keep it going. I gotta hurry up, y'all. See, no, I'll make a whole show out of this. This is trash. All right. So, first off, obviously, they both don't airdrop, and he just admitted it personally. Who cares if he airdrops you? The people care, Jonathan. Bishop J Nasty, people care. Anyway, second thing, let me keep it moving. Let me tell you about two of them real quick. This is for my developers. Developers, I need y'all to listen up. Both of these guys are doing this whole AMA thing is because the money, the will is drying up. The jig is up. It's up. They've been charging all of these videos y'all see them produce. They've been charging these dev teams sometimes upward of $15,000 to $20,000. Yeah, for a 10-minute video that y'all see. However, recently it's been $2,000 to $3,000 to $4,000. That money's going lower because some devs, not all devs, but some devs are getting smart. These guys, listen. These guys, I've been in Facebook. They know how to make it look like they got a lot of subscribers. That's how you think they grew so fast. I've been around 4.5 years. Y'all know I have a pure channel. Jonathan grew in 2 months. He knows how to do this, but some of y'all, it's only views. We'll see what happened to them views. I told y'all, listen, YouTube is having an awakening. They are wiping all that trash out. They have to get real views now. It's a real thing. So we'll see what happens. Anyhow, another thing. So devs, beware. These dudes are trying to charge y'all. Y'all have a lot of influencers out here who do it for almost for free. They just give them some tokens. They'll talk about y'all contract. Don't give y'all money to people who don't care and who's on dumping. They are the ones dumping contracts. And y'all should know that. Anyway, let me keep it moving. Y'all going wild in the comments. I got y'all. I told you I gotta keep moving. I gotta go fast today. Y'all know that. We got special guests coming on. Okay, so what else I got? Hold on, let me catch my notes. Now, if you are a developer and you really just want them so bad, they're so great to you. They're the best guys ever, right? If you really, really want them, they on here bragging about how they already had business, they already rich. So both of them are talking about they got rich in another space and they come over here to drain our money. They talking about it's no community, but y'all want to have y'all devs pay them for what? I ain't gonna say no. I'm not saying no projects today, but y'all know who I'm talking to. They know. KPI. If you're gonna do business with guys like them who are gonna dump your project as soon as they get in it, you need to have what's called KPIs, right? Key performance indicators, not their views. Their views is not helping y'all projects. It's not. So if you want to, he has so many subs and views, all that good stuff, right? All that's cute. Until you don't get nobody joining under them or nobody joining your project, right? Because nobody cares about these guys, bro. That's why they having an AMA together. Why would Jonathan have him on the AMA? Pelton James. Why? Right, they're the same kind of guy. We're both pastors. We both steal from people. We don't airdrop. We don't do anything. We don't care about the community. This is who they are. Then Jonathan J Nasty keep putting his foot in his mouth. Crypto's a game. Then why are you here? I'm about to talk about piggy bank today. People lost hundreds of thousands of dollars. And you sitting there talking about this is a game, Jonathan? But you scared to come on my show. But it's a game to you. It's not a game to us. People losing real money, bro. The dude you named your whole channel after? Him. He's the guy. Yeah, the whole show about him. But I'm gonna leave. Let me get off this. One more thing, and I'm gonna let y'all go on this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna tell you this. Last thing. Last thing. You got to understand this. The well has run dry. I'm just going to say this simply. The well has run dry. And I'm going to tell you, these developers, the smart developers, have had enough. The word is out. The jig is up. Go back to where you come from. What he said, oh, it's 4 legs to this and all that. Go do that. This is the DeFi channel, right? Anyway, all right, let me keep it moving. Let me keep it moving. Y'all know how I get. That'll be a whole show. The move at the Crypto Movement know what's up. Y'all know how I get. We ain't playing. We're not playing with anybody. Oh, man, y'all lit in the chat. Hold on. I'm going to catch up. We got to move a little quicker today, y'all. I can't just, y'all know how I linger a little bit. It's all good. Mo said, what up, Big Smog? What up, Brian? I'm glad you're feeling better. Yep. Smog said, you know it's bad when Thomas G had to come to had to do a couple of Jesus. Hey, that's a fact, Smog. Thomas G had to humble himself. Hey, guys. And yeah. These guys are dumping on the space. Time out for that. And to be honest with you, we need some real friendly whales. Not the ones in drip. Them are the SSB boys, them solo sport boys. They just dump on people. They don't care about us. We need some real whales who can come into space and really keep these contracts going, not dumping them. They turn all of our contracts into pump and dumps like it's a game, and they laugh at us. Oh, y'all DCN, you're so stupid. I'm going to dump on you. All right, let me keep it moving. Y'all know how I get. All right, Brian say, Mo, check the comments on that video. I never got a reply from him. Okay, Brian, I didn't see you. I was on too early. Okay, I'm going to check that out later. Look at Smock says, Lou. Brian said he deleted my answer to that question. He deleted, Brian? Okay, you should have took a screenshot of that. Look at Levi. SSBs. Hey, we know we call them SSBs over here, bro. Levi. You know we call them SSBs, right? Clowns. Exactly. Look at D. 15 to 20K. Right. We all lost thousands of dollars in Animal Farm. That's why we're going to talk about this trash today. This little boy lying to y'all. And then you got all these influencers under him like they children. Y'all kids. We grown men over here. I keep telling y'all. Tell Keith Xerxes he faces free men over here. Y'all know I love 300. We're not playing. You know what I'm saying? Like, give him that front kick like Leonidas did. Oh, like that. Listen, it's going down today. We don't care nothing about a messenger. It's going down. I'm telling you, it's going down. I'm lit. I'm already lit. D say Johnny only jumped on drip publicly. Right. He just jumping on waves, D. You know how he is. That's who that dude is. Brian say, if you have dirt on James, please let me know. I love James, Brian. 3 hours ago, have dirt on you. You don't want to talk about that due to the fact that they won't believe you are a saint. Uh-oh. See, Brian, you getting lit. All right. Go handle that business, Brian. Mo, I put that on that video and he deleted. Yep. Thanks, Mo. Yep. So let's get off into it. Now, look, real quick. Let me talk about this because I got to move real fast. I got guests coming on. I got to remind them. Matter of fact, if Money Crypto Move, if y'all throw in the Telegram, please remind them. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm lit right now. I'm already lit. Money, drink your water. Do something, Money. Drink your water. All right. So we have to separate drip from Animal Farm, right? I talked about something with somebody today about the drip wells. Y'all remember when Bank Teller came on the show, right? We did the AMA and all that. And the first part of it, we was basically talking about how the drip wells will always have drip, always, because they just keep creating wallets. Once you max out an account in drip, you just basically stay around because you just keep having wallets. You keep compounding, keep yourself afloat. But basically, he was like, man, yeah, that don't matter because it's going to be liquidated. It's not going to be no money left. I'm like, yeah, that's a good point. So all these drip whales, essentially, this is my theory. They call themselves the SSB boys, but everything that they touch drains. Everything. Avarice, Rex, we'll talk about that. BNB Miner, everything that these guys touch drains fast. Because why? They're putting the money back into drip. Now, before I was telling you, man, I don't have a problem with that because it's paying out, whatever, blah, blah, blah. However, after further research, you know what I'm saying? After further research and after seeing all the stuff this boy Forex has been doing, middleman Forex has been doing, where there's smoke, there's fire. Where there's smoke, there's fire. So we can't play with it. All right, so right now, I think the price is down to $6-some. We still doing what we do over here. Y'all know how we do. I'm the best airdropper in the world. And also, I know it's a prime account. So over here, if you roll, you get your own deals or referrals. And I give you some too. I'm going to keep it moving. We got more because I got to move quick. I can't really, y'all know how I'd like to dive into it. I can't really get that today. But anyway, y'all know I'm going to show my team off real quick and we're going to keep it pushing. Y'all know, listen, I'll be showing them drip, them drip maxis, all that. I bury them with the airdrops. They can't beat me in airdrop, not percentage wise. Let's talk about it. 10, 10. Some of y'all know the count. 3. Some of y'all looking for where y'all at. 3, almost 4. I'm sorry. 3, 3, 2, 27, 6, 2, almost 2, 2. Everybody eats. Everybody eats. I ain't even gonna show y'all the averages today because we way over average. I'm not gonna lie to you. We way over average in what we doing over here giving with drip. So for today, y'all, but just make sure you're doing what you got to do in drip. Is what it is. All right. Some of y'all like, oh, it's time. It's time. It ain't time yet. Calm down. Don't panic. Don't panic. We gonna come up on the time soon. I do want to touch something I'm not gonna talk about later. Now my guests, they can come on and talk about whatever they like, and I think they will. I really believe that they will. But y'all know how I do. I just got to touch it from my perspective real quick. But this the main course. This the steak of the meal. Some of y'all don't eat steak. Some of y'all vegans. It's all good though. What y'all eat? Tofu? This y'all tofu. I don't understand how vegans and vegetarians. This is the one thing. Y'all know how I ramble a little bit. I don't get how vegans and vegetarians always want to make their food look like meat. That's just like a lesbian who uses dildos. That's not a real lesbian. Am I tripping? Like if you want to eat meat, you're not a real vegan. I'm just, maybe it's me. I don't know. That doesn't match up. I'm just being real. Y'all know I'm vulgar sometimes. Listen, a lesbian does not want a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, so why would you have a man thing and then, you know what I'm saying? Listen, y'all know I might be on a limb with that, but it's all good. Y'all know what I'm saying. Man, vegans love having fake meat. Anyway. All right. So let's look at Drip Garden real quick. A lot of y'all, especially in the chat, man, y'all been real upset with Drip Garden. I am too. This is trash. It's really whales that's just on top of this thing. They have so many plants, just like most of the stuff in our space. However, this is just on a solid decay. Again, have you a plan? Initially, I was trying to save a little drip BUSD here, just to be able to go into the farms, but I'm not saying farms. It's the right time. I'm gonna wait on the farms. We have plenty to talk about with the farms. All right, so let's move on past that real quick. Piggy bank. Another main subject of today is we're gonna definitely jump back to. Here I told you I have a new strategy. I'm gonna get up to 3%, and then we're gonna kind of let this grow a little bit. Pigs price is dumping. I don't care who try to tell you that's not that's okay. It's okay. No. If you're getting $1 today, you don't want to get a penny tomorrow. You still making money? No. Can you take a 90% cut at your job? Like, can you take 90% of cut at your job? No, you know what I'm saying? So ain't nobody, we're not over here trying to take cuts and being happy for it. Oh, thank you. It's still working. No, that's not enough. You know what I'm saying? That is not it. All right. So anyway, piggy bank still thing. Make sure y'all remember, if you don't have up to I think 3 to 4 compounds, you're not getting your full percentage here. So make sure you know that it's not no instruction. So old middleman Forex, the old slicky. I gotta get a new name for Forex. The old sneaky Forex or something. I gotta get something real creative. Y'all help me with that. Because after the stuff y'all see today, this dude is stealing. He's a thief. We have proof. Yes, he stole. Whether directly or indirectly, he stole. And we'll talk about that. Y'all excited? I know. Don't panic. All right. Let me get on off of this. Oh. I might stay on this page for a while later. This is the one. This is this is where all this is where all the y'all know MTV Cribs, y'all ever seen? This is where all the magic is made, right? Well, not for us though. You know what I'm saying? But this is where all the magic today has been made, starting with this contract. In the Rev token. This is the issue. And I told y'all, what did I tell y'all when old boy came on my show? He's like, oh, you don't have any. What'd he say? He was making fun of me. Oh, you don't have any pigs. You don't have any pigs. I know, because you stealing from people. Why would I want to? I'm not going to put my money in something I know I'm not going to get my money back. Why? No. So yeah, I tested it out and it's still not paying nothing. So yeah, I'll tell you why. We're going to talk a lot about why in just a moment. I got y'all. It's lit. It's lit today. All right, so let's move on. Let's keep moving. I got more stuff to talk about, and then we got to get to the main subject. Oh, Tay, listen. Ooh, what I tell y'all, we love contracts over here that them drip whales or friendly whales or solo sport boys are not in, and they are not inferior. Why? Because they scared of them fees. They can't pump and dump this. We get to see what us as a community can do with these contracts without these guys dumping everything. If you didn't know, now you know. You're welcome. Same guy. Hey, thank you, sir, for please being in a happy mood every day. And it ain't enough to be happy every day. We want some money. The pappy. I'm back. My bad. Listen, if you on the show, y'all, my bad, y'all. Listen, I preach. Look at my Money Crypto Move. People know the mic. I got a mic. It's a new mic, but stuff happen. Yeah, I mean. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me know if y'all can hear me. I don't know what y'all missed, but I'm gonna go through this real quick. But Furio has been paying off decently. It's back. Okay, thanks, D. Thanks, D. Hey, look, people like, I'm out. They don't know how it worked now. They don't know. We not going anywhere. We ain't went nowhere. Listen, we got plenty to talk about. But anyway, Furio is one of these contracts, y'all. I keep telling you. You have to take advantage of good contracts in the space. To be honest with you, Drip started off with this kind of vibe that I got at Furio. I think Furio is going to do right because it has more taxes. It don't let people just sit and just take from us. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Team Furio and all that. If y'all interested in Furio, I know links in the link tree. Also, y'all watching DeFi Degenerate Show with Muddy Mo. Hey, man, hit that like. Don't come here not hitting that like now. Hit that like. Hit that like. No freeloading. All right. So that's Furio. That's one of the ones that we like. Shout out to the Team Furio and all that. Okay, let's move on to this one real quick. Piston race. I ain't got time for this today because I really want to talk to y'all. You know what I'm saying? We got to sit down and talk. Like it's been a mess and a half a little bit, and I want to make sure that y'all can get it together. And we'll see what happens. I'm just gonna say it. We'll see what happens. I ain't saying nothing. We'll see what happens. They do have NFTs coming up. It's gonna be good. Baba showed the game off. Woo, that racing game. Y'all saw that? Ooh, I showed it last video. Listen, that racing game is lit. Ain't nobody in crypto got that. So piston race, listen. I'm thinking, y'all, real quick before we move on. I'm thinking that the race part of this portion is going to be like an afterthought. I think the game is going to be the lit part. I think people just going to get in it for the game. So we as investors have to be ahead of it. We already know what's going to happen. Just be ready for it. So it is what it is. All right, let's keep it moving. Listen, I told you I was moving fast today. You thought I was lying? I ain't lying. Ain't playing no games. All right. What is this one? Okay. Elephant money. Let's chat about elephant money. Oh, elephant money. I got something to talk to y'all about real quick. Now, as y'all know, right now, the main thing is focusing on buying Bertha, getting Bertha back to where she need to be so we can all be out of here. You know what I'm saying? On yachts and, you know what I'm saying? Out on the deep sea and just having fun, living our lives. So for now, y'all already know the game plan for Elephant Money is for us to buy elephant tokens. All right, we're trying to be the bank. You know what I mean? It's going to be a supply shock at some point. So as soon as Bertha get back up, as soon as Rosa start working, there we go. We're gonna be in good shape. Now, I can tell you about a couple weeks ago, we was all focused on the trunk price. Trunk price is what it is, and the emissions is lowered on this now on the APRs of the Stampede and on the trunk staking. Y'all know that, so y'all have to govern yourselves accordingly. All right, do what you do. For me, we've been rolling in Stampede. Y'all know we just building and building and building. Shout out to the team too. Shout out to the new team members. But we just building and building and building. We rolling over here. That's what we doing. Now recognize it. Trunk is 25 cents. Most people expect it to get back to $1, especially when Bertha come back fairly easily, right? You're gonna automatically Forex your trunk. All right. So make sure you're doing what you want to do. Now, some people have been saying, I said this yesterday, but some people have been saying, hey, I'm gonna take this trunk here and I'm just gonna stake it because I know it's going to Forex. And I'm not sure this APR is so low, I might make more just by keeping it in trunk. Do what you do. The main thing is hopefully we can keep this thing going and get Bertha going. Yeah, get Bertha going. So you have to Stampede. That's the easiest way to get that rocking. Not only just that, one of the major things is we want to get this elephant treasury up to about 200 trillion. Now, it was slow. The last week, y'all know when I was talking to, y'all know how I was talking to BT. I was like, come on now, it's going to be 10 years. But we have seen it start growing up gradually. Hopefully, just like the exponential growth, hopefully, that snowball get to going downhill and we get to eat mightily. Okay, real quick, so let me talk about elephant. So yeah, shout out to y'all who are still rocking out. And I said this multiple times. I talked about projects that I thought would make it through the bear market. I really do believe elephant's one of those things that's gonna make it through our bear market. Yeah, it got exploited, and a lot of people. Now I ain't gonna say a lot of people. I'm just gonna talk for me. I'm gonna talk for Muddy today. I think Forex did it now. Seeing all the other stuff I saw and seeing how he had all these comments. I hate Bank Teller. Oh my God, I hate him. He's terrible. Like, and then Bank teller alleging he should just show proof. Give it to me. Just give it to me. I got it. You don't need it. I got it. Give it to me. But I think he might have some indications that Forex Shark has been putting purposeful smut campaigns on Elephant Money. So why is another contract that's so strong and mighty with all this cult following Forex, middleman Forex, why are y'all interested in hurting other projects? Right? You did this exploit, in my opinion. Say I'm lying. Right. You better listen. The federales is involved, man. The federales is involved. Don't play. You just see what happened to Doquan, middleman Forex. Stop playing. We're gonna have a whole show about you today, but stop playing. Because you a special type of little dude. And then you coming on these other people call. Shout out to that chat. I forget their name. Shout out to the Elephant Money Corrections. I forget their name. Accountability. Elephant Money. Not Elephant Money. My bad. Elephant Money. Elephant Money, man. That ain't us. That ain't us. I got y'all. My bad. I'm saying it wrong. The Animal Farm Accountability. This little dude come on there and immediately start cussing people out. Like, get you. You're lame. You're lame. You can't cuss me out. You know what I'm saying? This is coming out today, whether you like it or not. So it is what it is. Good luck on your AMA tomorrow. Good luck. It's out there. Also, if you're interested in seeing those 6 wallet addresses that we're going to be talking about, that we are pretty much sure that we're seeing some quote unquote, air quote, foul play, it's in the description below. Do your own research. All right. And I'm gonna do something with you. We're gonna do it together a little bit later. So don't worry about that. Also, real quick, we buying Bertha right now, y'all. Make sure you get an elephant token. You can buy elephant, you can buy Trump. The main thing you want to do is get your position. Don't get left out. I know a lot of people who got they got videos almost literally in tears, like, bro, I sold like 200 million hex, bro. I don't, you know what I'm saying? They almost want to off themselves. Like, don't off yourself. Get some, listen, buy with Bertha right now and come on here, you get it cheaper. You know what I'm saying? So y'all come on and buy Bertha, man. Get this elephant, buy it up. $10 a day. Can y'all do $10 a day? Do $5 or $10 a day and let's see what happens. Let's just see. Y'all got it. All right. Let me keep it moving. I gotta move. I gotta pick it up. I got a couple more minutes. And also, please, Money Crypto Move, please let my guests know in the chat that I'm ready for them to pop up whenever they're ready. Let me see. What else y'all want to talk about real quick? Cause I ain't got time today. We ain't got time for that mess. Let me talk about ooze real quick, and then we're gonna jump into this good stuff. Then we get into the good stuff. All right, my bad, chat. Y'all like, nah, Money, what's going on? Let me see what y'all talking about. In that case, it's not a fire, it's a blaze. Okay, okay, cool. All right, let's do it. I keep telling y'all about ooze. Ooze is phenomenal, bro. It's dominating the game right now. Why? Because we don't have these whales dumping it like Avarice and what else? Rex, all of that. They're dumping those at will. All right, fire at will. Dump. That's what they do. Oh, sledgehammer. Right. Y'all want to break this very fast, don't you? As quickly as possible, they're trying to break these contracts. So we can't let them do that. And then they only want to do that to say, oh, drip work, like that's the only reason they want to break them. I'm gonna steal the money, put it in drip, and say drip work. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole gist of what they do. So is what it is. Y'all know I don't care nothing about their feelings. You know what I'm saying? Like, these dudes have made enough. $10,000-$15,000 a day, enough is enough. How much do you need? You know, they just want to rape us. They want to take everything. Like, dang, like, oh, I ain't even gonna go there today. All right, y'all know I gotta switch over to Phantom. Bear with me. Y'all know how it is. Now, ooze is one of the ones that I'm excited about. You have to think for yourself, okay? A lot of y'all, some of y'all missed the boat, but y'all just being so nervous all the time. We don't go live. We don't form the community for us to be nervous all the time. That's not what we do. Y'all should still get into projects. Don't not get into projects because you know what I'm saying? It's some bad actors in the space, yes, but it's still good vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like, believe me, it's still good vibes over here. And it's still people, man, doing well. So, it is what it is. All right, so let's connect this. I'm going to show y'all ooze, and then we go on to the main subject. Just like that. Straight like that. All right. Boom. All right, I'm waiting on Rosa. Y'all talk to me now. Y'all gotta talk to me because I'm about to let me let the guests know. Y'all on deck. Let me let them know. But yeah, so we're gonna talk about ooze today. Listen, I did a short on ooze, and I talked to y'all also about ooze too. Listen, ooze is fire, bro. It's fire. All right, hold on, y'all. I gotta see these messages. I'm making sure everything. All right, I'm back, y'all. Listen, I gotta make sure they on different time zones and all. I don't know what they. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta make sure hey, y'all good. You know what I'm saying? They straight. They pull it up. Listen. I got the contracts myself. Y'all know how I get. You know what I'm saying? I'll talk about it anyway. So, is what it is. All right. Come on, Ooze. Come on, Ooze. I'm trying to brag on y'all. Let me brag. Let me do me. I'm trying to help y'all. Oh, great. And also, man, y'all already know, man. If y'all didn't know yet, um, this is the best show in DeFi. You know what I'm saying? If you're into DeFi, if you're into multiple contracts, this is where you need to be. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Now, I always been a type, bro. I don't care if it hurts your feelings. I'd rather you know the truth up front so you can get your crying out the way. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't cry later. Just cry today. All right, let's see what's going on. Uh-oh. 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 Hey! I keep telling y'all about Ooze, man. Ain't nobody chart looking like this, man. You look at it, still holding up. They trying to dump it. They can't. And I'm gonna tell you what the most popping thing about Ooze is that I like. You know what I'm saying? Before we move on, talk about piggy bank. I mean, not piggy bank. Yeah, piggy bank, animal farm, and all of that. It's really, I didn't think I was gonna like it at first, but it's the NFT portion of it. People are buying and selling them things. I'm gonna show you the NFT portion is fire. It is. All right, come on, MetaMask. Y'all gotta do better than this. There you go. Come on now. Yeah, so the NFTs is what I really like the most about it long term. Now the gains is great. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't say it like the gains ain't great. The gains looking pretty good. You know what I mean? It's looking pretty good. You know, so I ain't gonna knock it. Also, man, y'all jump in here. Don't be scared of this. Oh, it's too hard, man. It's too hard. Some of y'all got degrees, and don't act like this too hard. This ain't no but 10 10 different things to look through. Y'all can look through Ooze. Y'all look through everything else. Do your research. All right. Man, I guess Ooze ain't trying to play fair. That's that phantom. See? We living with it. We dealing with it. So it is what it is. I ain't gonna keep trying this Ooze. If y'all ain't gonna work, y'all just ain't gonna work. All right. I'm gonna try one. I'm gonna try the hard refresh. And if it's if it's out of there, then we just moving on. Let me check out what y'all saying in the chat. Let me see. D said the whales want us to follow and not question nothing. Like to be like an animal. Facts, D. Facts. And the problem is some of these whales come from basically nothing. Like, what are y'all on? Like, you just go, man. It's like some people, you ever heard of people like, oh, we're gonna send some money over to Africa. So y'all gonna send it to one child. We're gonna pay for that child to eat for one whole year. So that child sitting here next to all these kids that's starving, eating everything, chips and cookies and candies and hot dogs and burgers, and everybody else is looking at them eat. That's what they doing. They leaving everybody behind for what? Why y'all breaking these contracts, D? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I want to ask them. Why y'all breaking these contracts, though? Like, y'all don't have to break them. Like, it's weird. Like, why y'all being weird to me? That's lame. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then it's like they want to blame everybody. Nah, it's my fault that the contract's breaking because I want a DCA. Like, it's weird. They weirdos. But this the problem. They do not talk about any of these contracts that's working. Why they don't talk about Ooze? Why don't talk about Furio? Right. Because they don't control it. This the only thing. To be honest, all my scientists, y'all know this. You got to have a variable. The only variable I got going on with them is the contract that they're not in. That's how we can see what's working or not. This is working. Furio is working because they're not in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, leave us alone. Go. Bye. Y'all rich already. $20,000 a day, y'all should be fine. Why are y'all still here? You know what I'm saying? Like, go about your business. All right. Real quick, let me let me check the monastery. Let me see how many y'all in here today. Let me see. Okay, we still got our disciples in there. I hate that word, but it's all good. Everybody looking good. Look at Scroto in there. Who that? Lil Uzi in there. Who that? Turtle on the hat shell in there. Who this? Who that? Levi in there. Okay. See, y'all showing up. See, some of y'all getting it. I'm gonna show y'all. I can listen. Y'all know what I tell y'all. I can show y'all better than I can tell you. I can show you. Let me show you. All my people waiting on the Forex stuff. Like, oh my goodness, bro, this is so long. Yeah, relax. I told y'all kick your shoes off. We chilling, bro. That's what we do. We talk about the whole space. Ain't no 5-minute video gonna do. We gonna talk about the whole space. and I'm gonna let these guys talk. I got a couple more minutes before I get them on. I'm gonna let these guys talk. All right. Let's see. Now, my bad. I'm tripping another thing. Now, this is our initial deposit. We growing every day. I keep telling y'all to order a slime. Everybody, oh, it's solo sport. No, 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 no. Nah, bro. Stuff like the order of slime. It's this contract. This is why I like Ooze. It's encouraging you to be on a team. It's not encouraging you to. Now you can auto compound, which is dope. There's nothing wrong with that. And if you don't know nobody, if you ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying? I get it. Go ahead and roll away. You know what I'm saying? But for us, I give XP and I give airdrops, and also you get team rewards. You know, the more of us on the team, the more we get. So the rewards over here been looking juicy. Y'all know I ain't lying. The rewards been looking great. So it is what it is, man. Ooze, we are over here winning, man. I don't know what y'all waiting on. I don't know what contract, which I need to see happen. It's like some people, and then I hate the people that be like, "Oh, I told you I was gonna go down." Like, bro, why you ain't get in? Oh, I knew it was gonna go down. Like, man, no, you didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, y'all gotta be active, man. Get into stuff. If you get into stuff, y'all can talk about it. Don't just talk from the sidelines, because it's gonna be hard. Because if it do blow up, then you looking like, oh no, I don't know how that. You know what I'm saying? So just go ahead and go with the flow. All right. Okay, good question, Smock. Smock say, so if we want to be on your team, we choose order slime. And if we want to do our own, we choose the other. Facts. That's how this is exactly what it is. So if you want to be, and I'm gonna show you real quick. If is that it? No, that's not it. Yeah, I see, ain't got no ooze in my wallet. Hold on. Let me go back to the sewer. To be honest, and if you're not familiar with the site, just go to the sewer. That's gonna be where the order slime and all that. But you'll come to the sewer, then you'll come to mint right in the middle. And then you have these two factions. So right now I say choose your faction. That means I haven't chose one yet. Right in this middle box, every time y'all gonna type Muddy Mo. Either side, you know what I'm saying, get Muddy Mo in there. Boom. Ooh, you see I popped up quick. Then you put your username down here, how much you want to deposit. And I think the minimum is 10. So yeah, if you choose Biopunk, boom, bang, boom, it's gonna pop up here. All right. So make sure. I heard somebody say they picked the wrong side on accident. Make sure you see it up here. If I pick order of slime, boom, it's right up here. All right. So easy as pie. That's Ooze, y'all. That's Ooze. And I'm gonna keep it moving because y'all ready for the main event. I used to hate. They used to play it in the weight room all the time. Like, oh, I had a tiger. Is that the same song? Yeah, I don't know. I think it is the same song. I had a tiger. Oh, they used to wear that out. Like, come on, y'all. We gotta do better. We can't do this to the Eye of the Tiger all day long. So that's just me. That's just me. Don't worry about it. All right. Let's do it. Let's go to drip. That's not drip. I'm not trying to get drip. I'm trying to get Animal Farm. Let's pull that all the way over. I really need to close this other stuff down, but I'm hard-headed. All right. Okay. Let me see what y'all talking about. Let me see what my guests are, and then we're gonna break this down the right way. We're gonna start from the rooter to the tutor. All right. So we're gonna start at the very, very bottom, and then damn. Oh, whoa. Okay. That's heavy, bro. Yeah, so it don't look like, man, these guys. Okay, man. Shout out to Greenwood and to Easy from Animal Farm Credibility. This ain't it sounds like it's dealing with something really, really serious. So yeah, I could do this on my own, but yeah, that's crazy. So they said they were scheduled. Yeah, I'm not on them all, but yeah, you know, we'll figure it out. Yeah, man. Shout out to them though. But I got it anyway. You know, luckily for y'all, I got it. Ask me, you know, I got it. Now I'm unprepared, but it's all good. We still gonna get it in. Ganasius say, who cares about the wallets? We are making money with the Forex. Nope, Ganasius, you're wrong. You're wrong, sir. A lot of people care about the wallets. You're wrong with that. And please tell him in the chat how wrong he is. I'm gonna put it on the screen because I have to say, when people are wrong, this is the problem with y'all space. This is the problem with you. This is listen. And before I get into it, it's guys like you that is causing more and more people to be hurt, sir. You don't know what I'm about to say, obviously, because you sitting there saying, who cares about the wallets? Thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars have been missing in multiple various different ways, but you talking about who cares. Sir, I can give you a list of people, hundreds of people who care. So, whoever you are, matter of fact, I'm gonna put the link in the description. I'm gonna open this up since the guests, I guess they got some stuff going on. I can get you up here, Ganassia. So I would love to hear your perspective, because when you say we're all making money, that is not true either. All of nothing is making nothing. That is not true. So if you have proof that everybody's making money, great, we can talk about it. But I know you don't. Who cares about the wallets? I care. Now you about to get me lit. I love that. But don't leave though. Stay here. You good? You know what I'm saying? Like, I need that. Now you really put the battery in my back. D, thank you, D. These wallets are everything. It's like you don't care about your bank, what your bank is doing. Right. If the bank don't have it right, like what's up, DeFi Rebel? What's happening? I don't know. What's up? But yeah, no, we have to care about what these wallets are doing. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, Dawes just got, hold on. See. Now, he don't know me. He don't know me, do he? He don't know me, do he, D? He don't know who I am. He don't know who he talking. This is the wrong channel for that, sir. Because what we don't do is to have a lack of humility, sir. This dude, Forex, has been stealing. And I'm going to go back through the whole story. Okay, I got my guest on. I got one of my, there he is. But we're going to go through the whole story. We're going to show proof and all of that good stuff. We're not playing with all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, Split say, Mo, you're on fire, bro. High vibes. Curious to what you're dropping tonight. Yeah, Split, I want to keep it at high vibes, bro, but this dude ain't letting me. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a mess. But you got people like Ganassia talking about who cares about the wallets. Bro, people, do you know, Ganassia, that during the rev, and I got the guest in the back, he gonna come on in just a moment. During the rev, airdrop or whatever you want to call it, that's when there was all the problems. Did you know there was people that did not receive their tokens? They credited their pigs. Did you know that, Ganassia? Did you know they weren't getting their dogs? Did you know that? So they care. They care. How much is pigs going down right now? They lost. They could have had they tokens with everybody else, but it was up at $200. Now it's down to $50, but they don't care. You, Ganassia, how about this? You give them your money since you don't care. Since it's all good, you making so much money. Give them your money. I don't like that. Don't come up here with that. We don't play, bro. Like, don't do that. You can come up here and have a side and have some proof and talk with sense, but don't sit up here and say you don't. Who cares about the wallets? Why are you here then? What are you talking about? Oh, you here because you want to see it, right? Anyway, all right. Let me get my guest on. Now y'all know how I do. Listen, I don't hold nothing back here. So if you on that mess, you're in the wrong place. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not what we do here. You know what I'm saying? We do have humility. Now, you can feel what you want to feel. I'm not going to ever say nothing about you feeling how you want to feel, but have humility because somebody cares. Don't sit up here and say that mess. We're not children over here, Ganassia. We're not kids. This is not the Animal Farm chat. We're not going to kick you out in 2 seconds if you say something we don't like. That's not what we do. But we also do not show humility. I don't care what else y'all talking about. We're going to care about people, though. That's not what we're going to do. Or at least what people think, I should say. All right. Let me calm down and get my guest on. All right. So coming to the stage, y'all know how the Muddy Crypto Movement, how the DeFi Degenerate Show. Oh, real quick. Also, y'all watching the DeFi Degenerate Show with Muddy Mo. Hey, man, don't freeload. Y'all make sure to hit that like. Or people, if y'all really don't like it, hit the dislike. I'm all good with either way. All right. So we got, I'm gonna let him introduce himself, but we got Jay Greenwood coming up. Him and some other guys had a chat. They've been having a lot going on the last couple of days because there's a lot of accusations going on y'all King Forex Shark. So, what I call middleman Forex or Pinocchio man, all of that stuff, they actually have the proof and that a lot of things have been going on. So we're going to take it from the very top to the bottom. I got time today. I don't have no now Jay Greenwood, bear with me, bro. I don't have what is it? All the applause and all that. I'm working on it. But coming to the stage, we got Jay Greenwood. Y'all give it up for Jay Greenwood. Jay Greenwood, what's going on, bro? What's going on, bro?
What's going on, partner? What's going on, man? Great to be here, man. Great to be here.
Happy to have you. I know we're supposed to have Easy too. He said there was something going on. So are you good? You all right?
Yeah, my cam access, which I don't care about anyways. That's acting weird. And full transparency, the damn food place was like 30 minutes late, so I'm still munching over here and shit. But otherwise, I'm good to go, man. What's Gucci?
You good, man. Get it in. Eat your food, man. Eat your food. I can listen.
Oh, dude, I got it.
Listen, I want you nourished. Go ahead, eat your food. Take your time, bro. Listen, because I think we have a lot of people in the community that need to see what's going on. A lot of people have been hurt, man. So I really heard you guys talking. I saw some other videos, and I saw you guys having a lot of facts. So I really appreciated that. And my thing is a lot of people got into the garden, and a lot of people got into the pigs credits and was in Manor Farm, all that whole nine. But the main thing is kind of taking a step back and just kind of telling the whole story. And I know you got the whole story, so just kind of telling from the start to the end. Now, real quick, before I get into it, I think some people brought up Olo, and I'm just telling y'all, I'm telling the public this. I personally did not, I don't think this was a good fit for Olo today, just because he's too connected, in my opinion, to Forex. I want some people who is not as connected to him, who is just a part of the contract, right? So it's more unbiased. Because I don't want people to use the excuse, oh, no, he's just mad at Forex. No, it's deeper than that. And I'm sure Jay gonna have a lot of stuff to talk to y'all about too. So that's really where we're coming from with it. But Jay, hold on. I like to listen here at the Muddy Crypto show, the DeFi Degenerate show. I like to have all my guests calm down, take your shoes off, and stay a while. So before we get into the contract, before we start talking about all this stuff with Forex and everything that y'all found, tell us a little bit about you, man. What's your top 3 DeFi projects that you've made money on, either coins or projects?
All right. So first and foremost, like mentioned here, Jay Greenwood.eth, John Greenwood, 8+ year developer, friggin' a little bit of a researcher here and there, as well as just in general, kind of in the space doing quite a few different things. So to answer the question directly, let's see. So favorite / big money makes. Like I said, I've been around for a while, so to be fair, made a shit ton off of synthetics since early on. Number 2, made a shit ton off of the stable bean, and then was about to cash out to make some serious yacht money, and got rugged to shit on that. But oh well. So even with that, though, still made ridiculous amounts of money on that. They're about to relaunch. Highly recommend taking a look at that. Just saying, one of the only stables out there that makes sense to me. Otherwise, number 3 spot, man, it's always the one that I got trouble with, because I feel like I'm not giving credibility to some, or I'm popping the wrong one up in there. And I think at the end of the day, it's gonna probably have to be I don't know, man. I'm thinking that at the moment, at least, I'm thinking I'm gonna go with a more recent project that is printing real well for me personally, and that's going to be a time fork, or technically a couple forks built into one. That's going to be called Remix, and that's fairly new. So that guy, like I said, check them all out by all means. And, no show there, no connection or anything else. Also, too, I want to get something out there into the ether first and foremost. So I literally have zero connection to anyone, right, in this space. In fact, everyone in that discovery group, I have never talked to in my life, besides one mod that I brought in there from the outside. As far as all these, people that are talked about, I mean, I didn't even know who Ola was until 4 days ago. I didn't even know who you were until yesterday, I think, or whenever you messaged me. So all these people, I mean, to be fair, the only person I've known of is fucking Forex, man. That's the only person I've known of, just because he happened to be the arbiter of some of my dough. So therefore, I probably should know. But otherwise, friggin', at the end of the day, man, there's, for me personally, zero conflicts of interest here, and zero loss or gain. I'm not trying to FUD bags. I'm not trying to win money. I'm not trying to friggin', bring people to some side that doesn't exist, But with that being said, man, let's go through it.
Okay.
What you want to know?
Very good, very good. Listen, Jay, you move fast as me. I'm still back. You said you were a developer.
I'm chewing at the same time, man. So you gotta pick this up, bro. I go twice as fast. Come on.
I love it, Jay. Listen. I love it. Now, you said you were a developer. Is there any projects that we should be looking for that you're working on right now, or that you've been a part of that we might know?
So to be fair, that for the past 2.5 years, I've been locked in and plugged in 1,000% into Governor DAO. That's what I do. So I specialize in governance and civil resistance. For those that don't know what that is, that's a cryptographic strategy where a single entity pretends to be more than one. So, my solutions and what Governor Dow does is not only do we work on like extreme complex and very simple, both ends of the spectrum, very simple as well as very complex governance situations. So, we kind of take care of the masses as well as handle very, much more complex scenarios. Also, too, like I said, with that civil resistance hook, we are able to allow actual democratic voting. So no one else in the space is able to really hook, one voice per person voting, one voice, one vote voting type scenario, similar to, how actual voting works here in the United States. It's all by token holdings. It's all by per wallet, right? There's nothing stopping me from opening up 40 wallets and splitting my, or just sending a couple tokens to each, and getting some sort of vote max. So that's what we do over there. So that is definitely what I've been plugged into. That is my only. So if you hear otherwise, that's bullshit. That is the only thing that I'm involved with and have been involved with and probably will be for the foreseeable future as I can see it. GovernorDow.org, check it out. Otherwise, zero plug.
Governor, no, but hey man, go ahead and plug GovernorDow.org. Y'all check that out. Check that out. Appreciate that, man.
And I will say this, there's a lot of people out there that say, oh, we were one of the first legal DAOs, blah, blah, blah. So a lot of people, or a lot of the big players in the DAO space, right? So we are a legally registered DAO. My name's on that shit, right? At the end of the day, I've heard a lot of people say, oh yeah, we're a legal DAO, or whatever. There's a lot of projects out there that claim that. There's a lot of projects that say that they're a DAO. You don't need to be a legal DAO. That's actually a complication, if anything. But we did it, and then at the same time, for us, our man was the first in the door at the Wyoming State House on July 1st of 2020 when all of this went down. So I mean, I think that it's just worth kind of mentioning and saying that we've been around in the space. So check us out.
Nice, man, nice. And I'd like to kind of know who we're dealing with, so I appreciate that. Now we do pretty much primarily smart contracts, so we deal with this stuff every day. But man, we would love to hear more about DAO and the DAOs that you're working with at another time, though. But I appreciate you bringing it up, though. So quick question for you. So how long have you been in DeFi? And we're gonna keep it moving.
So pretty much from day one, from my point of view. So I guess it depends what you consider DeFi, but I'd say about 4.5 years. I mean, in between, maybe about a half a year off traveling in between, and then maybe another half a year off somewhere collectively, like checked out or, doing something else, or kind of not playing around it actively. But as far as unplugging from, the DeFi space for longer than 48 hours, maybe 4 months out of the past 4.5 years.
Gotcha.
Like I said, I've been in crypto since I graduated high school, man. In 2009, 10, I went directly into Bitcoin and have been there since. In between maybe 2.5 years off, tried other things in the real world, came back here always. I've been here 24/7 for the past 7.5, 8 years. So
you went straight to the league. You went straight to the league. you went straight to the league.
No, actually, man, I just got lucky, dude. And honestly, I no credit on my behalf. I just got lucky. And I mean, I love the space. I love to see what it does in all different ways, as far as all the growth potential, as well as the tech, as well as just the people, man. And, it's a whole different echelon of people in general. So, that's my thing. So it's not like I'm some crazy developer or some genius by any means. That I'm just some dude that no one knows. So, nothing crazy to see there. Otherwise, though, I've been around for a bit. So history, I might know all the facts and all the other stuff in the world. I'm not the one, but.
Gotcha. I just want to see where you are. Now let's jump into and I think let's start at the top. So now I'll just give you a little bit about me, Jay. I was I've been in Drip for 1.5 years now. I was one of the early people in it. And then I was here the whole ride with Animal Farm, the whole nine, did really good in Mana Farm, the whole nine. So I think a lot of the issues, a lot of things that at least that I saw from these contracts were starting with the Mana Farm to the Animal Farm transition, when I think it was the PO2 tokens and things like that. So if you can kind of start there, like how did we get here? What was happening starting at that time?
Sure. So, I want to preface with two things. Number one, I have spent 3.5, 4 hours on calls every night for the past, well, actually that's pretty much every day. But as far just pertaining to this for the past like almost a week now, right? Secondly, so I have tons. If I really wanted to go, or you really wanted me to go through follicularly, to use some vocabulary, it would probably take forever, right? So let's keep it like relevant here. I'll just preface with that and kind of go with the main criteria. So
And not and Jay, what I'm gonna do, I'm really good at filling in the middle. So if you give me a basis of it, and I can kind of take it from there. But yeah, I got you, man. So
Yeah,
yep.
yeah. So, so preface with that, and then secondly, actually, this, with the whole situation, I was there primarily only for the early days, and after that, I kind of disappeared from the animal farm until recently. To be fair, so I've hung around in the garden or whatever the hell it's called, the drip hook in there. I lose track of all the terms by now. I'm not gonna lie, but besides that, I actually didn't interact that much. Besides in these early days, so that's the only days that I remember. Verbatim. Everything else is just on-chain analysis. So that's my two, my two kind of hooks. But otherwise, just to kind of get that rolling, right off the beginning, when I kind of got involved with this, and when I had reached out to actually Forex himself, as well as kind of have, like I said, been in interacting with this project. Had gotten in via a friend of a friend type scenario. People had pointed out. Cool idea, general awesome looking project in general, and a credible developer for what it's worth at the time. I mean, I knew nothing about the guy, but heard great things. Continue to from some people, With that being
drank
said,
the Kool-Aid, huh, Jay?
Oh, I mean, initially, I guess so. Initially, I honestly did not do a lot of DD, to be fair. And that's not transparent. I didn't do a lot of DD, and the people that I was coming from were people that have been in the space for a while. I generally, honestly, don't. I'm not a widespread investor in the space. At the same time, I'm also not, like someone that sits around all day and has the time to do this. I'm pretty active as well. So as ironic as it sounds, I'm pretty active and I don't make some of the best informed decisions sometimes. So with this one, I honestly just kind of sent it, right? And with that being said, from day one, obviously P-Rev sold out real quick. I think, between the actual DAO itself and then, just people were lining up for this project, right? And kind of one of the... Yeah, give me 1 second, partner.
You good. Now, let me fill in. I got you, Jay. I got you. Now, listen,
it's all right, man. I had to.
No, you good. Take your time. I got you because I was there for that too.
No, it is. My mic is rugging real quick because it's like trying to update at the same time. So I'm trying to handle that. So either way, just keeping you on speakerphone now. But
take your time. Take your time, real quick. Let me jump in, Jay, real quick. So now this. Let me tell y'all from my perspective. Y'all know how I get into it. So. Manor Farm, I'm gonna be real. I said this on multiple occasions. Manor Farm was probably the biggest bait. It was probably the biggest bait I've ever seen for a farm. It was the best farm. I think it was lasted 2 weeks. I'm telling y'all, we was farming anything. We was farming stables. We was farming B&B, all of that for hundreds of percentages. Manor Farm was phenomenal. So the main thing that, at least back then, the main thing that Forex was saying, that if you were to purchase the Rev tokens or the PL2 tokens, you're going to get an extra, I think it was 15 or 20%. Y'all have to correct me if I'm wrong, but an extra 15% more tokens once Animal Farm comes out. That's what I would call. So go ahead, Jay. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Take it over.
Yeah. So I'm going to be honest with you. That like parts like that, I was unaware of at the time, even. So well, what I kind of ended up doing was, like I said, having observed some other people that were lining up to kind of get in, and the general group. It's like, all right, man, I'm going to hop into this. I'm going to be fair. At least for public purposes, I put in like a total of like $1,600 to as an initial entry, right? Because I wanted to see what the hell was going to happen relatively quickly, right? I did plan on entering with more, but I mean, I don't think I need to justify my position, but I want to be clear. Like I planned on putting in more. That was my my initial position there. So with that being said, that was during the Rev period, right? So you have P-Rev, that sold out real quick. That was out of the game. It was off the table for me. Rev came around. I actually got towards the top. So I'm not sitting in front of my machine. I'm actually kind of roaming around right now. But if I remember correctly, I was like $5 lower than the highest possible purchase price, if I during the sale at least, right? So I mean,
so you bought Rev at the top.
Oh yeah. So I mean, like, dude, totally at this time, I think I have, like it was like 4. What was it? I don't even remember. I think it was like somewhere between in one batch it was like 4 tokens, and then I think the other was like less than two or something. I mean, it was just ridiculous how much I had absolutely gotten paid near the top for. Let's just say that. So that was kind of my initial entry, and I was kind of waiting around to see a little bit more. But now, so that's kind of where my position was, and that's kind of what happened. Let me tell you what happened in between. Upon getting into and watching, some of the pre-sale and the sale mechanics, right? Something that was kind of apparent to me was that, I early on had a message Forex and said, well, listen, man, great launch and everything. Good to, nice to see your project, blah, blah, blah. I forget exactly what I said early on. But, the gist of it was that, hey, listen, man, I just, kind of observed that it looks like you had a great pre-launch or whatever. It looks like people were lined up there, moving to this other launch. Looks like, there's some viability for bot attacks, stuff like that. So, just something to kind of look into. And like, obviously, he's obviously already aware of this, right? But, the what was finally kind of chosen as the answer, I was like, oh man, the guy's what he's talking about. He knows what he's talking about here, and I believe he did. I don't think I have a better solution, but I saw some kind of weird things that happened with that, right? The decided mechanism of choice was this, like, it was actually referenced internally as a quote unquote CAPTCHA code, when explained, right? And that was actually something that was used also by myself when I referenced Forex.
I know. Did I lose him? I think I lost Jay Greenwood. I think I lost Jay. All right, but hopefully I didn't lose him, but if he comes back, I know he'll catch back on. So I'm just gonna give y'all how I saw it when I was here. You know what I'm saying? So ultimately, remember, now I'm gonna tell you the biggest issue I had. And I know Jay Greenwood got his own piece to it. But for me, and we get into the contracts in just a second, y'all. But for me, the main thing was I bought some Rev and I kept my tokens that I basically mined here in Rev because I thought it was gonna be a lot more value. And obviously, I've lost probably thousands, and most of y'all probably lost tens of thousands just by not just taking that cash out and then waiting and buying Rev after the Animal Farm launched. We were assuming that we were going to be ahead of the game. And then y'all got to understand, it was 1,000% per every farm. We were farming ridiculous. Am I lying, y'all? Please tell me in the chat, am I lying? We were just farming. Yeah, we were just farming ridiculous. And I got another person popping on too. So that was, for me, I was like, man, I missed out because at the end of the day, this dude didn't give us the full value that he said he was going to get. And we had to come to this L2 pre-sale, the whole nine. So that's where we were with it. And I lost Jay Greenwood. Let me bring Easy on. I think Easy, let me send him a link real quick. All right, so now we just get into the story. We ain't even, we're not even there. Now, let me fast forward a little bit because some of y'all don't understand, like, basically that this guy Forex, listen, he said, first off, people uncovered 6 wallets. He said only 2 of those is mine. But I want to make a real quick point before I bring the guest back up, right? I want to make a real quick point. That's cool, but what we've seen in all these 6 wallets, and we can go through every single transaction, it's not that many of them. What we've seen in these wallets is that these wallets were receiving free pigs. I got Easy coming up, and I got Jay Greenwood coming back up. Hopefully they can explain that a little bit better than me, but that's the main thing what we're seeing. So all them wallets got basically free pigs when y'all had to pay the pre-sales price for them. That's the point of what we're saying. Got free pigs. Not only just that, from what I've seen, even the deployer wallet, everything. Let's say we're not talking about the deployer wallet. The other 5 wallets all sold pigs. That was the main problem. Remember that, y'all? I'm not going to ever sell pigs, and he was selling pigs. I can show you better than I can tell you. We got proof today. Yep, I told y'all we got time today. All right, so let me go find my guests. Hold on, I got to send them the link. They coming back up, but I just want to let y'all know what we dealing with. Now, y'all got the links. I see in the description. Look for yourself. Think I'm lying. Now, this is the deployer wallet. And most likely he's already claimed that this was his wallet. So I would hope, and it 100,000, 228,000. I would hope 421 BNB right here. I would hope that he didn't do nothing crazy in here. I didn't even look through this. I looked through the other 5. Because he said if he said two of them are his, one of them is this one, so one of the other ones have to be his. Not only just that, we're gonna see a lot more in detail about exactly what he was doing. Let me send this link. Listen, we getting warmed up. Listen, y'all watching the DeFi Agenda Show with Muddy Mo. Make sure y'all hit that like. Hey man, hit that like. Come on, hit that like. Also, let me get my guest back on. He said he got rugged by the site. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna try to get him back on. But listen, y'all think it's not a game? Y'all see what we got up here? We got all 6 wallets, and we're gonna go through every one of them. We got time today. We got time because y'all want to see it too. So we're gonna do that. Let's see. Which wallet is this? Boom. Yep. Let's see it. Let's see. Yeah, we got time today. Hold on. How y'all tell me what y'all thinking so far? Look, Jay Greenwood got a lot to say. He got a lot to say. I love it though. I love it. Nope, that's not it. Hold on. Yep, that's pigs. You ain't getting off that easy. So yeah, so we got a lot to show off. We got a lot to show y'all. Boom, 1,500 pigs. Yeah, we're gonna talk. All right, let me send this link. Give me 2 seconds, y'all. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Yep. Some of y'all like, oh, I can't believe it's true. Yes, look for yourself. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to find the pig transaction. I'm gonna find the pig transaction that happened so y'all can really see what I'm talking about. And what I mean is the pigs that went directly to that wallet when other people had to pay. And now, one thing of note is if you're gonna pay to, if you're gonna get now, let me go back. People aren't concerned that a dev is taking fees to do what they do. We're not concerned about that. Most people not. All right, that's cool. We get it. You got to pay stuff off. We get that. The problem is that when you have so many other people pre-selling, you sell them for free, or you get them for free in multiple wallets, and then you selling pigs what you said you was never gonna do. That's the main thing. You lying about what you're doing. Forex, lying. Pinocchio man be lying. All right, man, they're making it hard on me. All right, let me get them this link again. Oh man, Jay Greenwood said he got kicked out. So let me see. I'm working on it, y'all. We also got Easy. Now, Easy knows even more. Easy was telling me earlier about how crazy this is. He got a whole outline and everything, top to bottom. You know what I'm saying? He ready for the interrogation. I'll say that. But man, listen, Easy ready too. You know what I'm saying? Both of these guys are like, I'm telling you, they got things to back this up. So now, y'all looking through these contracts. Hold on. I'm trying to work in the background, y'all. Y'all bear with me. I'm trying to do it all at once. 10 hats right now. But I will tell y'all this, man, that this guy is a pure piece of work, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's been manipulating these pigs, and there's all this stuff that's going on. All right, we almost there. If they can't pop on, and y'all know how I do. I do it myself. Y'all know how it is. I'm good on the fly. I'll figure it out because we can go through all of these and have a ball. Because I'm telling y'all, a lot of y'all didn't see this. See, this one got 390. I ain't going through 394 though. Hold on. We ain't going through 394. Okay. So these are the 6 wallets right here. Wow. Okay. So I think this is the pigs address. Y'all gotta help me. Yes, pigs. Look at this. Oh man, I didn't even find this before. See? Just look at God. Look at God. This is what I've been trying to tell y'all. This is informational address. This is the deployer. 5,200. These are the 6 wallets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are the 6 that's in question that just got direct pig tokens. All right. So this is what 161 days ago. Y'all do the math. So this is what the 6 that we're discussing today. Now, Forex already said that this is him on the deployer. He already said that. So he gonna have to, you know what I'm saying, be what he's talking about. And we're gonna check it. Let's go. But I'm glad that this is the first transactions that we saw on pigs. So we know this is BB and Forex. Probably a mixture of the two. And then I don't understand why BB. Who else? First off, Forex. Let me ask you this: who else would have the access to these 6 wallets? How many people has access to that? If you don't know, then that's worse. If you don't know who has access to these wallets is getting the free pigs, then that's even worse. So who had access if it's not all you? Is it BB? Does he have 4 of them? You gonna put all the blame on him. So why wouldn't y'all split that 50-50? That don't even make sense. Right. Oh, maybe he was doing most of the work as the developer. I don't know. Let's keep going. We're gonna keep it going. So that's the initial transaction with the pigs. Let's see where the pigs went. Gotta listen. He made us do this. He said he's not gonna ever sell pigs. He did this. This is Forex fault. 2 pages of transactions. See? How many of y'all got 2 pages of transactions on y'all wallets? None of y'all. All right. So now let's follow it because I must be crazy too. All right. So in, out, boom, boom. Okay. So went out. Okay. So he deposited. We got the 5,200 in there. I think that's out to the. I don't know all the specifics. That's out to the deployer or something like that or something else. But then he got 50 coming in. Okay. Let's see what else. That ain't it. That ain't it. Let's see. Listen, man. Blockchain don't lie. Blockchain don't lie at all, bro. Blockchain don't lie. I keep trying to tell you. I can show you better than I can tell you. Okay. Now look. We got pigs here, and we also got $2,900 worth of BUSD. So there you go. So we interacting with the router. Let's interact with the router. Yep. We got more. And let me look at my screen to make sure my guests ain't back up. But this is what I'm trying to say, y'all. Listen. Now look, they don't know me. You know what I'm saying? Like I do this, like I say, I could have did this on my own. Like I appreciate them if they want to come up, but I do this on my own. Y'all know that. Yeah. D say he sneaky selling them assets. Yeah. He think he's sneaky. He's not though. Another end. Let's go through them. Hold on. Let's find a chunky one. I'm gonna find a chunky one. Oh, selling for pigs. Okay. That ain't it. Let me go through the ones I've been through. Let me go through the ones I've seen. Yeah, let me go through the ones I've seen. Because right here, what we seeing? What y'all see that's going on right here? Money for pigs. Okay, I got you. Let me show you. Hold on. I gotta wait on rolls or two. I can't just go through all these quick. But the issue is the wallets that this man said that he was not selling pigs, and I'm about to show y'all he was selling pigs. Y'all think I'm lying? Let's go to the withdrawal. Okay, I just showed y'all that 2,300. Boom. See? Now look. Some of y'all be like, oh, no, he didn't do that. You can deny all you want, man. This is the blockchain. How y'all denying the blockchain? Transfer. Let's see this transfer real quick. We can just check a couple. That's all we doing. Who you transferring that to? What you transferring? That ain't nothing. I can tell y'all, bro. I can't, man. Now look, I was waiting on my guest, so I'm kind of going off the top. So y'all gotta bear with me. I gotta find it all too. But okay, this happened 25 days ago. Let's see what happened. He claimed some awards. Let's see what happened. Oh, what is that? $23,000 in BUSD. Oh, pigs. Okay. There you go. I got a guest up. Jay Greenwood, he back. See, he back. Right. Blockchain is the best account. That's a fact, D. That's a fact. All right, Jay, you back, bro. I think you muted right now. It might be your mic. I know you said your mic was acting up. This was 25 days ago. Y'all. Hold on. That ain't the one I want to show y'all. I got plenty here. It's plenty here. You can't defend this. Because this is the blockchain, brother. This the blockchain. Okay, that's a little bitty transaction. Yeah, this the blockchain, big dog. You ain't gonna keep doing us like that. Yeah, Jay Greenwood, I know he's trying. I think his mic acting up a little bit. Yeah, we're gonna go through everyone because we're gonna find them. See, this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. You have to be careful who y'all following. Some of y'all just blind. Oh, I'm making money, so it don't matter. But it does because you ain't making what you should make. So if that matters to you, then it is what it is. All right, let me see. Shrine Crypto say, let's go. That's a fact. Come on, Jay, you back? Okay, he's still working on that mic.
No. I got it.
Are you back? Okay, there you go. I'm freestyling off the top right now.
Tertiary device, bro. I'm just like a tertiary friggin' device right now, man. I don't know what's going on. What did I tell you? I said, oh man, I don't know what it is. I always have problems with these like more obscure freaking streaming apps. I don't know why. It's got to be like either VPN or something else that just doesn't like it. I don't know why, but
I know the struggle, bro.
I gotta love it.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead. I forgot where you left off.
Bro, I forget where I left off too because it might have cut off beforehand. So let re-roll me, man. Re-roll me. Let's do this a different way here. If we Q&A this a little bit more, man, it will flow way better. So you tell me what's up. Where were we at?
Yep. So we already talked about the PO2 tokens, right? The next thing, and I just went straight to it, was the 6 wallets. So I just wanted to go back to the 6 wallets, and because I know you did a lot of research, more research than me. So where did those 6 wallets? What did you find those 6 wallets? And I could pull it up on the screen, whatever you found.
Yeah. So, like the thing that was like concerning about the whole thing at face value was that, you know, um, you know, when looking at a couple of announcements that were made, right, I was a bit confused as to kind of what was going on with a few of these transactions. So, um, there is 6 wallets in particular that from the beginning, after the rev and p-rev sale, there was this weird event where there's only 6 wallets that received a total of 5200 tokens that were literally dropped out of nowhere, right? These did not get paid for. These did not, get exchanged for anything. So it wasn't like there was a paper trail whatsoever. These are the only 6 transactions ever to exist that just random minted, right? And I was like, okay, right. And then, knowing that this can only be called by internals, and knowing that, okay, so someone didn't just, rug this project and gain, access credentials just to, mint 10% of the project in super secret, right? That's the only other possibility here. So I'm like, what the hell's going on there, right? So logically, you look at them and it's like, okay, this is called by an admin function. That means that it has to be someone on the inside. Besides that, this accounts for a good amount. And I have watched at this point, I was watching the project pretty closely. Once again, I have a day job in this space, so I can't sit here and just hang out and chat. But between me and the guys that were involved at the time, this is once again back early, right? That some of this was seen, was that well, we were kind of like, well, watching all the announcements, and as they came out, I would get them in real time. They'd kind of get chunked up for me, or I was in there actually doing my own research in between, or just keeping up to date. There wasn't really too much research to do at this point. But out of all the conversation I had seen and everything else, I had heard about this dev fee at one point, right? Passively.
Okay.
A separate time I'd heard about this tax fee, right? So this is what's being said by the, Forex, this being said by Animal Farm's, let's call them staff, the developers, whatever you want to call them. That's what's being said by Animal Farm. That, there was one mentioned in the white paper and one mentioned both publicly and optically on the website, right? Was that, okay, you have this developer fee, and then you also have this tax fee, right? Now, these were kind of like, there was a little bit of double speak with these, and whether that's intentional or not, I'm not even going to go there. But at the end of the day, it was funny to me because I'm like, wait, so these guys kind of appeared out of nowhere. So this must be, some sort of either dev allotment or something else, right?
Right. Real quick, Jay, I'm just making sure so we're on the same page. So you're saying the 6 wallets that received 5,200. I got it on the screen, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Correct.
They got airdrop pigs tokens out of thin air when everybody else is buying in the pre-sale.
I wouldn't use the word airdropped, right?
Okay. Transferred.
Because yeah. So just to be clear, these were admin mint functions, aka, there's no way, obviously. So to make this simple, right? You paid for yours in some way. There was no way for you to just go, and when you claimed your pigs and dogs, you just put in nothing, right? Like the slider was not like, okay, import 0 here, and then it was like, oh, you get 5,200 freaking pigs only. Keep in mind, no dogs, just pigs. You get 5,200 pigs. That was not an option for me. I don't know about you or anyone else, but I did not see that option. So when I see this, I'm like, okay, right. So this is obviously, the developers in the game. So then, to go with the information I knew at the time, I was like, well, what the heck? Because I hear that there's this developer thing and everything else, but if you're taking a percentage, you cannot possibly base that off of day one. That makes no sense. There's no viability there. So if we're going to take 10% of something, right, that is either hard coded in and taken out, over time, which that we'll get into that in a second. The other opportunity is that it would be, taken out in like a pre-allocation, and that would be your total, right? So you took X amount percent, and that's it. Now in this situation here, the thing was that you saw these come out, and the only logical thing that I could think of was that, okay, this was like, the cost to them, right? This is the upfront fee, I guess, right? The dev fee, right? So I see these, okay, that's what that is, right? Well, no, come to find out that this was actually not really ever surfaced in totality. At all. at the time. So that was what I gleaned internally. At the same time, I'm saying to myself, well, you know, this was kind of skirted around in different ways. Also, too, it is 12%, keep in mind, at the time. So the math doesn't even make sense when it comes to, I think it's actually 11.9 something percent if you do the math out. It's literally, it doesn't even come out to like a correct number that was advertised at all, right? So that was also weird to me. So
now, real quick, just clear it up because I got some people who I just want to make sure they follow you. So
yeah.
That point that you just said, it was instead of the full 12%, how much was it about roughly?
So just to clarify, the 12% is the number that's used, you know, just to make this conversational. Like the exact was like 11.8 something if you do the math, right, at the time. But we'll keep in mind this to depend on what the time is. This is a linear, you know, not a linear scale. So at the time that this happened, right here, these transactions which happened in quick succession within a, you know, let's say a total of a 5-minute period, even less than that really. But all these transactions happened at a time when it was about 12% or whatever. So I was a little bit confused about that, right?
Gotcha.
And once, like I said, this was never addressed. So early on, not me, but someone I am relatively
and hold on,
close
Jay,
to.
real quick, Jay White, because I'm showing on the screen. I'm going through one of those wallets right now. So this initial, and I'll let you get back on. But this is just what I'm seeing right now is the initial 5,200% to this wallet, and now we got another wallet we're about to go to see because it's sending it directly to another wallet. So I mean, I just feel like that's some sneaky stuff. But go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I just wanted to say that. Go ahead.
Yeah. So you know, there's movements in a couple different ways with these wallets, right? I mean, it's really hard to say, but the thing was that once again they weren't addressed. So someone that I'm relatively close to had asked this early on. Actually, someone way smarter than me in this game. Let me tell you, way smarter than me. Has been here for less time, but he's extremely intelligent, right? So he had asked this in a chat and had kind of quickly gotten banned. I was not there, so I can't quote it, but you know, that was something that was brought up, and other people had kind of mentioned this. So I'm like, all right, well, you know, just kind of kept it in the back of my head.
And real quick, Jay, I got Easy. I'm gonna pull Easy up. Easy Breezy, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream, man. What's up?
What's going on, man? What's going on? Can you guys hear me right?
I can hear you, man, loud and clear.
All right, man. Sorry for the little bit of delay. I was trying to get a response from Greenwood, but I think he was here. He wasn't checking his phone.
Yeah, yep, he was on, man. Greenwood ready, man. He rocking and rolling, man. So,
all right, man. So where we at? Where we at? What?
Let's do this. Since you popped on, do me a favor. Let's go back a little bit. Greenwood, hey Greenwood, we'll catch back up with him. Let's go back to your beginning, and then when you catch up to where Greenwood and I are, then we'll pull you in. You know what I'm saying? So, if you would, Easy, let's go back to the very beginning with you personally. And just to kind of take a step back, I just want to make sure everybody knows who you are. So, you know, really quickly, like, who are you in the community, and what's your top 3 projects that you've done well with in crypto and DeFi?
Well, I've been in the community for about 2 years on Telegram. We started off, I don't know if anybody remembers Satoshi Street Bets. Yeah, so that's where really that was my real first connection with the crypto community in a more intimate setting where you're talking to different cats and all that. And then we had a different group at the Dab Trap, and the leader for that group actually had a relationship with Forex, and he also had a falling out with Forex's first 2 projects. He supported 2 of the first Forex projects, and Forex did him dirty on that as well. But well, the first thing that I really knew Forex was when he started Drip. So apparently we obviously know the issue with Drip and bankroll flow and all that. So that's really when I first started hearing about Forex. Personally, I looked at Drip and I was like, yo, I've heard a lot of funny business about this dude. I might just buy the token. And but I'm not gonna be doing any of the hydrating and stuff because it looked like a pyramid scheme to me. Like you always had to get somebody else behind you, the whole buddy wallet business. And I'm like, yo, this really looks like a pyramid scheme. And you know, I don't want to be a part of another BitConnect. Right. So, but overall the space, I'm more so like my ethos of DeFi is like I love the whole idea, the Satoshi Nakamoto idea, the whole idea of true decentralization, transparent finance, where we're bringing in traditional finance infrastructure using the power of decentralization to create infrastructure where we can really bank the unbanked. That's really my real passion in crypto, is the ability to bank the unbanked. Because us in the Western world, we already have banks. You know, crypto is really just a speculative asset for us. But there's people in other places of the world where crypto is very, very important for them. You know, the ability to send money, to be able to receive yield and all that. Once all that infrastructure is built, it will be beautiful. But in the meantime, the only things that we have is to speculate on all these assets that are they're not quite polished just yet. However, they do give us exposure to be able to learn about the ecosystem and also make some money on along the way.
Yep.
And so I got into drip. I only bought drip. I never really did the whole hydrate thing. If I did that, I probably would have made a lot of money. I ain't gonna lie. But then Animal Farm came around, you know, and I said to people, I was telling people in my group, because I had a little private group, I said, yo, everybody was dogging Forex for drip, you know, maybe Animal Farm, let's give him an opportunity. I think that he's gonna do well with this. You know, it looks like he's really reached a level of maturity. He understands what he's doing. He now has money, so he probably has a really good team behind him, and a lot of people were supporting him. So anyway, we jumped onto the Rev pre-sale and all that. And Rev pre-sale did all right. And then things started breaking down when the Pigs token launched. The token launch was a complete disaster. It kept getting pushed back. It was pushed back about 4 hours. Everything was getting paused. And at this time, a lot of people were just like, they were still, because Forex did very well on drip, people didn't want to be too, they didn't want to be too harsh. So they had a lot of patience. You know, once somebody puts some money in your pocket, you know, you're going to let him breathe a little bit. You know what I mean?
Right.
So 2 weeks goes by and he pauses the farm. And he's like, yo, we're going to pause the farm. The thing was bartered. And I was thinking, I had some money in the pig pen. It wasn't making much money. And I was farming. The farming was doing all right, but there was somebody was dumping a whole lot of pigs, and it just kept diluting the supply. Because one of the reasons, we actually have to understand why people were investing. So you have to understand the investor mindset. This is what he was promising people. When you start with revs, when you get revs, you're going to have a 20% discount on Animal Farm, right? So you're going to have a 20% discount. Yep. And then he was going to use the money that was collected in revs to continue to buy back pigs and dogs. He has said this on multiple times.
He was very clear. I agree. He was very clear about that.
All right. Yep. So a lot of investors saw this as an opportunity. This is how I was thinking as an investor. Like, all right, like if I buy this pre-sale, I'm going to be able to get a 20% discount from anybody else who buys in after me. On top of that, the majority, a lot of the money that's going to be used to buy back the supply, which means that I'm going to be sitting pretty and I won't really have to sell the native asset. I could just put that in the pig pen and earn my dividends and keep the protocol healthy. And I think a lot of people were thinking that way. A lot of people weren't trying to sell the native asset. But for some reason, the native asset kept going down in price like drastically. And every time he did a buyback, people were just dumping that shit. It really wasn't making any sense. So anyway, we fast forward. He pauses the thing, all right? And then we're sitting there, we're waiting 2 weeks to flatten the curve. 2 weeks turns into 1 month. 1 month turns into, we're gonna change a few things. And then we're gonna change a few things. We get 3-4 months down the road. Finally, he releases Animal Farm. But this is now, and now this is where we really have to, there's a lot of things outside of the 6 wallets where Forex is doing a lot of shady shit that doesn't really make any sense. The first thing is, when you buy Rev pre-sale, people who bought Rev had to send their asset to a credit contract. And if you didn't send your asset to that credit contract, you lost your money. That's the first credit contract. All right?
Okay, real quick. Let's hold on real quick, easy. So I just want to make sure we're clear. So the credit contract, you had to basically swap out your tokens and get them credited to the new contract, correct?
Yeah. So you had to, So you bought your revs, all right?
Yep.
He paused the farm, the first pre-sale farm.
Yep.
Pulled the liquidity, but then you had to take those tokens that you had and send it to a credit contract. right? Just
Gotcha.
right, exactly like how you're showing on display. You had to send in your rev, and then you execute it and you get your PL2.
Gotcha.
All right. And then when the initial farm launched, you had to take your PL2 in, and then you get your pigs and dogs, 70 and 30%. So it was 70% of dogs, 30% pigs. All right.
Yep.
All right. And then when he paused the farm, right? He paused the farm. You have to think a lot of people are busy in crypto, right? So they saw the farm that's being paused, and they probably went away for 2 weeks because the market was looking a little choppy. You know, everybody's not always paying attention to the animal farm because it's a complete shit show. You've been in that Telegram. It's not organized well at all. So you had to now send your pigs to another crediting contract. Now, this is what didn't really make sense to me, because it's very easy to launch a new contract and airdrop people the exact same value.
Right.
It's
Yep.
very easy to do that. I don't know if Greenwood can tap in on that. If
And let me
Greenwood
ask
is an
both of y'all,
expert.
what will be the point of that second contract? I'm not a developer, so I don't know that. But what's the point of the second one? I would think you could do it with the first one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead, Greenwood. Maybe
Go
you
ahead,
can
Greg.
dive in.
Yeah, you know, I think that really the speculation on it, I don't really know 100% for sure. Why this was necessary? Maybe it was because they didn't understand some of the tech that is available to perform this operation quicker and easier. I mean, but then again, they did do the same thing already, or you know, or they would do the same thing in the future in a different way, right? So I feel like I felt like at this point it didn't make a lot of sense in general to kind of have that duplication. But in order to kind of have that that secondary swap, it was just like, you know, it seemed really redundant to say the least, right? From a
Gotcha.
development point of view, I see both viable and non-viable reasons. So for me, it's not a major talking point, but definitely I could see the frustration on it, as well as just the sense that the duplication is not necessary.
Gotcha.
Well, I think it's a major talking point, because you gotta understand, like, if somebody forgets to send their money to the credit contract, they lose that money, and Forex gets to keep all that money.
Yeah, you know, so that's
Okay,
kind of like
wait.
the
Easy. That's
added
really
aspect.
important. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off, Jay. That's very, very important what you said, Easy. And I just want you to say that one more time so everybody understands exactly what you said, because I think a lot of people don't understand that people have actually lost money in that portion of this before this even started. So go ahead,
Yeah.
Easy. I didn't mean to cut you off, Jay, but go ahead. Go ahead, Easy.
Yeah, so like Greenwood, you're right. It's not really something to speculate on, but if you really think about it, you dig deeper. Like, if somebody forgets to send their credit, their pigs or their tokens to a credit contract, right? Forex has pretty much said it's your responsibility. You're not getting your money back. I'm not giving anybody any airdrops. So he's pretty much said, I'm keeping your money and you ain't getting shit. That's the end of the road for you.
See?
Yeah, you know, I think the comments to be made for me personally is just that you know, there's downsides to doing it like this, right? And that's one of them. So I think that one of these aspects to kind of having this duplication is that every time that it goes by, it leaves the ability for someone to be forgotten about, quote unquote, or for someone to be you know, cut out of the equation. And I mean, you know, that I don't personally like the way that this was handled. That's all I can say here from you know, a personal point of view and quote unquote development point of view. There's better ways to do this, better ways to handle it. The duplication isn't necessary, and because of that, people can lose out.
Yeah, of course. And also, it's not just that people are left behind, but their money's left behind. You know, they don't even receive a refund.
Correct. So there's I mean, it's a whole different story there. And I mean, let's be real. I
Now that's
cannot,
just stealing. I'm sorry. That's
well,
stealing. That's
I
stealing.
just don't understand that aspect really, in my opinion, at all, because now, in theory, to me, I don't understand why it couldn't have been left for collection for longer. You know, like, so basically you have the ability to claim for, you know, a much longer period of time, or why that would be taking that primary allocation and bringing it somewhere else. I mean, it doesn't make any sense, because already at this point, you know, the total amount of tokens is already divvied up, if that makes sense.
Right.
Like, You have to understand that. So it's not like, if my $10 got me, 10 theoretical tokens, and because of this, process, like we all, have to move everyone else's money in my $10, and I can't just claim at a later time because I'm paying for it to move it. I'm literally converting it myself. So I mean, it's not. It just, once again, doesn't make sense why I would lose access to this, because these multiple steps that, once again, you have to be tuned in. You have to kind of, I don't want to say know how what you're doing, because this is pretty simple, but you have to make sure that you perform these multiple hops now, or else, once again, you lose access to your funds, literally. And I mean, take what you may from that. I think, that's an ethical question, if there is one.
And didn't he say something to the effect of like, this is DeFi? So those who forgot to, I guess, transfer their money over, didn't he say something like, oh, that's just DeFi, you lose? Am I right by that, guys? Or no?
Yeah, that's DeFi.
Okay.
You lose. You're supposed to be responsible for your own investment. And he banned a lot of people who are coming in trying to get that money. But and also the other aspect is you have to think about the image that Forex puts out there, right? I always say this, if you're gonna put an image out there that you care about your community and you really want to take care of everybody, why can't you just be like, hey, if you didn't get your credit, send me your transaction and I'll airdrop you, because he can mint himself 32,000 pigs. Well, you can airdrop a few hundred people who just happen to forget, because we're all dealing with live shit, right? The world is not really, it's not really the smoothest place right now. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things going on. A lot of us have been dealing with this crazy scamdemic for how long? And so, like, you can't just penalize people for not being sharp and not being in a community. He didn't even have a Discord that was well organized. You've been in the Animal Farm chat. And this is also the most important part. It's not the investor's fault that the contract had to be paused. So why penalize them?
Good point, Easy. That's a money mo. Bing! That's a good point. Why did it have to be paused? And maybe Greenwood, you can help me with this because I'm not a dev. But why did it need to be paused? Do you know?
So just to clarify, at what point, because I'm hearing everything, I just want to make sure that I'm clear about this, because it's obviously more than one pause here. So I just want to clarify: are we at pause, the piggy bank pause, or which pause?
Yeah, the piggy bank and the whole Animal Farm pause. That it wasn't the investors. Yeah,
correct. So the piggy bank aspect of the pause, right? So I was pretty clear which one we were at. I just want to make sure I'm very clear about these things, because there's more than one here, right? So this isn't like a normal, like, let me talk about any other project. I mean, please name another project where you've had a pause, let alone two. I mean, I don't know about you. For me personally, I mean, maybe that's memeable. Maybe everyone is, and I'm just like, out there in the clouds somewhere. But for me personally, that's not a thing. It happens very rarely, and when it does, it's usually for very short periods of time, right? So anyways, with that being said, yes, with this first pause, the reasoning was because someone was, quote unquote, exploiting and or kind of gamifying the the system, right? And from once again, I was not there for many of these announcements, and I only see some of them after the fact now, right? Because I physically was not there. So for most of this stuff, I was literally pretty much checked out of this project already, man. What I saw was just weird enough for me. I didn't like the lack of communication, to be fair. So all of this has been more recent, research and going back in time and everything else. But from my biggest understanding is that that there was kind of some gamification of pigs that was not really anything internal, in my opinion, at this point, or at least that could be proven, right? But there was some problems with the contracts that were allowing for unequal distribution and the ability for people to kind of exploit the situation. So that was kind of the initial.
Now, I don't know this, guys, but I've heard that there was some people that did not do anything wrong and were blacklisted and blocked out of the chat and all of that. Is that correct? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and I just want to be clear as well with that, and I don't want to beat around the bush at all, but I'm being real here in the sense that a lot of people have said this. It is harder to prove this for the amount of people that said it, right? Like, because you have to understand what constitutes a bot and not in this situation as well, right? So, I'm taking words for it, which in some cases is blatantly obvious they were, And then in other ones, it's like, well, this is questionable, right? I want to be clear with that as well. So yeah, from what I've heard though, and Easy could tell this as well with a better version of from his point of view. But yes, quite a few people have said, yeah, well, I was caught up in this, and here's my transactions, and it's like, well, yeah, no, that doesn't make sense.
Greenwood, we were going through the Paladin auditing, right? And in the whole audit report for the piggy bank and the animal farm, what was the number one thing? Anti-bot measures, aggressive anti-bot measures, right? The contract was riddled with anti-bot measures. So Matty Mo, just to clarify things, Forex paid for an audit, right? And he audited the animal farm contract, right? And he added a lot of anti-bot measures into all those contracts, right? The report is out there. I'll send you the report.
No, I remember. Yeah.
You all right. So if you added all these anti-bot measures, how is your excuse for pausing it that we got botted?
Yeah, so like, I mean, and this is a very legitimate thing here, where the Paladin reports and everything, which more recently, you know, was something that I looked at only because I wanted to see what was going on day one, right? And these guys they pointed out stuff, and it was fixed. And to be, you know, honest, I mean, according to Paladin, they were updated after the fact and everything. So it appears that, you know, quite of the few anti-bot measures were implemented. Blah blah blah. But once again, this was supposedly, you know, botted, and as it's seen, it's like, well, with that audit, it showed that they had committed these things. Apparently, they had updated in order to, you know, make these changes, and then now, well, we're paused because apparently it's botted.
Now, quick question for you, Greenwood, because I don't want to put you on the spot because you're the only dev. I think you're the only dev up here. So my thing is this. What does that have anything to do with the farms? Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe I'm an idiot. But what does it have to do with the farms? What did the botting of piggy bank have to do with the farm?
Well, so in reality, and nothing that there's no vector I can see. Nothing to answer the question outright. Now, I think speculatively there could been a couple of reasons, because you got to remember there's something like that of why you're doing things. Now you're asking something that just because you're a dev, that I can't explain human intention, right? So do I know what's going on the inside or whatever, or if there was some other explanation? No, but I mean, I don't see any reason why basically everything had to go down because of this event, right? So you know, everything kind of system wide was paused because of piggy bank. And you know, that's also mildly confusing, because once again, in all of these steps, it just seems like it was such a complete step taken that shut people off from their assets, you know, took the ability for people to actually interact with their funds, remove their funds, do anything that's like normal, you know, like, I mean, it just locked everything, right? And that's what's concerning about these, especially in their totality, because now, once again, like you said, the farm's affected, so now other people are affected that, you know, might not have outright exposure to the other animal farm, you know, pools in general, and it's like, well, now that's all locked too because of the piggy bank, right? So think about the logic there. I mean, it just, you know, it's dynamically flawed. You know, and the thing is that when you look at all of this, I think it just calls into question a lot of like the timeline as well as the order of operations. It just seems to me like perhaps before this, something was already going wrong that needed to be addressed, you know, like just whether it was a team issue or something else. But it seems to me like there's a lot of like questionable kind of activity as far as just, and I'm not saying anything criminal. I'm just saying that it's literally, it seems to me like people kind of were fumbling the bag a bit. Right. So like, you know, with the decisions and everything else. So now you get this duplication of things that, you know, you're losing your funds from with the multiple claim processes. Now, okay, yeah, because this access, you know, part was botted, you know, now you're shut down, right? That was like,
hey, wait a minute. We have to say alleged, because he hasn't been able to prove to anybody that it was actually botted. He's never provided a slew of evidence. Anything that Forex has said that he had to do this because of this, there's never been a slew of evidence provided to the community.
Yeah, and this is
good point.
And this is backed up, like, you know, to some extent on chain, right? Like now, it's really hard to say, because what is botted, right? I mean, you have to define that. It's not just kicking up a bot and it takes transaction. Because I mean, if I set up a bot to interact with piggy banks once every 7 days, is that botted? Because I mean, you can do that more often than I can manually, correct? So I mean, what's the criteria here? So I think that that's kind of the, and obviously that's extreme. I'm just playing devil's advocate. On the other hand, it's like a lot of people seem to have came forward and they were caught up in this that like, well, that wasn't really a buy. I see all these that were not caught up in it. Let's say, there's all these options here that were doing much more continuous activity, much more frequent, blah, blah, blah. But yet they're not caught up. They're not quote unquote blacklisted. And keep in mind, the people that were blacklisted, by the way, I just want to let you know, could still sell, by the way. So a normal blacklist, by the way, we need to take care of this blacklist. Well, those people can still offload, just to let you know. But either way, it just stopped them from future, from interaction. So the thing is that with the actual blacklist, it stopped the ability for people that literally did not quote unquote bot that get caught up, right? So all of this just doesn't really make too much sense optically at this point. As well, and I think this is the biggest thing. All of this could have somewhat better explanations if there was information given, right? I mean, there's literally none. This has not been addressed. So, like, I feel like this is something that I feel like I have to say because, for me personally, people keep like, you need to prove all this shit. And I'm like, hold up. No. This dude was in control of my funds. You prove this shit. And friggin', or you show me some sort of receipts, period. Show me some sort of like, governance system. And I'm not talking about like governance, like, what I do for a day job governance. I'm talking about like literally just answering questions. How about that, dude? Like, is that okay? Are you above that? Anything at that level would have sufficed for a lot of these things. And I just think that the bot action and, the subsequent pause and everything else, as well as the, this exploit within, the quote unquote scenario here just don't make sense to me, man. It just doesn't add up. And without any type of bringing things forward, it leaves a lot to be questioned. Let's just put it that
especially since none of that evidence, if you ask for evidence, you're not allowed to have it. You get shut down. You know what I mean? Like,
that's another aspect of this is the silence behind this. So not only is it not being surfaced, but if you ask, not because you're stupid, but because you're smart enough to ask, in my opinion. Maybe I'm just a moron. I don't know. But in general, when I want to know where my stuff is, then okay, whatever. And I want to clarify, when I say I'm not talking about me and my $1,600 initial entry, which is literally the only thing I had here. This is from a retrospect. This is talking for everyone else here. So I'm just saying in general, why people asked were silenced, literally, and otherwise it was not brought up. So what? Doesn't make sense.
And also, so we add that, right? And then we go ahead to version 2, where some people went credited their pigs, right? Some people went credited their pigs. So people actually did the right thing, according to him, sent their pigs to their credit contract. When version 2 came out, people went credited their pigs. And when people try to ask what happened, why this happened, blah, 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 you get banned. You're not allowed to know. All right. And so that's another a small group of people, about 2 to 5% of investors who don't have access to their capital. So all along, every time there's a credit contract, there's a small percentage of investors who lose their money. Now, who gets to keep all that money? Do you see the accumulation? You see how this starts to accumulate before we even start talking about the 6 wallets, right? And then on top of that, like, and I just want to make this point again, it wasn't the investors' fault that their contracts had to get paused. So why penalize them and take their money because they forgot to do a simple instruction? Because you've also seemed to have made mistakes. That's why you paused your contract. So why penalize an investor mistake?
Many mistakes, many mistakes. But that's a valid point. How are you allow all this leeway, right? Everybody, Forex. But if somebody didn't check online, didn't move their pigs, now they lose everything. Like
exactly,
exactly.
Especially since you paused the chat, everything is completely chaotic. you never actually do an AMA where you actually speak to your investors. You have pre-planned questions.
Yep.
You
Is you
know what I
really?
mean?
Is you in some points right now? And
You
that's
know what I
exactly
mean?
right. Yep.
So you don't really give investors an opportunity to receive the information, the answers they want. And so why are they going to be active in a Telegram group that's completely chaotic and it's been completely botted?
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like nobody has the attention span to go through that. And then now we fast forward to the 6 wallets, right? And
Yep.
I don't know if you guys have already spoken about the 6 wallets. I was one of the people who was actually telling people about the 6 wallets, right?
Okay.
And
I think that's where we had kind of left off.
Yeah, that's actually where we were.
Like
Yep.
we
Alright.
were like, when you kind of hopped on. So, I think our timelines for this are different, just to clarify, because I don't want people to get confused. Because now that we're kind of jumping back into or forward in time, when Easy kind of looked at this, and when I looked at this, I've never met this guy until 4 days ago, right? Like I said, so most of these people I haven't met until recently. So we stumbled upon this at different times. But just before I say that, in preface that Easy, just so people can understand, because for me this was more of a point that was seen early on, kind of when this happened. And I don't know when Easy did, but that was already kind of an observation of mine. With that being said, Easy, by all means.
Yeah, well, okay. So first of all, around February when Animal Farm launched, one of my homeboys told me, "Yo, Forex, there was a wallet that was moving around 5,200 pigs." And I thought, man, ain't nothing. That I don't know. That's just FUD. People always trying to fight Forex. That's the image he's giving himself, which is he's done well to cultivate that image that anything that's against him is FUD and it's not factual. So where I started finally digging in was when the Pigs Credit version 2 of Pigs came out, and me and some of my homeboys, we didn't receive any credits. We didn't receive our Pigs credit. And I started thinking, like, wait a minute. I start going into the Animal Farm chat and I just get banned. I go to multiple different drip chat and I get banned. Well, we don't know what you're talking about. So I said, you know what? The only way to find out the truth is to go into the BSC scan and start looking at some of these contracts. And when I started looking at some of these contracts, I noticed these 6 wallets. I said, hold on a minute. Why is there 6 wallets that are receiving 5,200 pigs without having any PL2 tokens, without having any Rev tokens? And 2 of those wallets was Forex Shark Deployer wallet and BRIP Deployer wallet. So I know that as soon as I saw those wallets, I was like, all right, this is Forex for sure. Yep. So so I started looking at some of these transactions and noticed that as soon as those wallets were credited, they went immediately to the pig pen and they started minting that each wallet was making around 10,000 BUSD a day from the pig pen. Now the pig pen is a treasury that was funded by the pre-salers. All right. So
hold on. Easy. I need you to slow down. Say that one more time, because that is very, very important. Please just say that one more time for me.
Yeah, so think about the pig pen. The pig pen is like, think about Apple, right? Apple gives dividends to investors, right? So the dividends comes from the profit of the company, right? So that profit belongs to the investors because they invested in that company, right? So when Apple goes and makes money, right, those dividends are given to the investors, right? They had to buy those shares, though. They had to buy those shares in order to get a portion of dividends, right? So the pig pen is the treasury of investors fund who bought the Revs pre-sale, right? So that the piggy bank belongs to the investors. It belongs to the pre-salers.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
So the whole idea of the pig pen was to give people the whole idea, we have to understand, like, the whole idea is this. Rather than, it was to incentivize not selling pigs. So rather than selling pigs were supposed to be a staking token where you could receive pig pen dividends, and also a governance token, which I thought was pretty cool because there's not many governance tokens that provide dividends, right? So the pig pen, right? So you have the pig pen, and those are investors' capital, right? So investors had to stake their pigs in the pig pen in order to receive some BUSD dividends. And what that did is it stopped the sell pressure of pigs. It would stop the sell pressure of pig because you would be encouraged to stake your pigs and receive some small BUSD rewards. You understand where you understand where we're at right now?
I'm with we with you, Easy.
All right.
Yep.
All right. So by Forex minting 6 wallets that did not pay a cent. All right. They did not pay a cent, because this is the one thing. This is what he keeps telling himself. He keeps telling people. And a lot of 99% of investors do not understand this. They hear Forex say, well, I am not selling those pigs, so that means that I am not stealing your money. No, you are stealing our money, because you received those pigs for free. And by receiving those pigs for free and sending them to the pig pen, you are receiving free BUSD. Because everybody else who has the money in the pig pen had to pay for those pigs.
Good point. So he's basically he's cashing up off the pre-sellers and the people that actually put the money in. He got free pigs and he's spending them as he so chooses. That's how I see it. Yep.
Yeah.
And those 6 wallets were bottom line, so that's kind of, so I mean, whoever they were or whatever they're allocated to, is kind of the question from there. But it's just like it's all project quote unquote related now. The story changed on this about kind of, more recently now. The explanations are that, excuse me, it went from, okay, 2 are mine, 1's BB's, one, the rest I don't know. They look like pre-sale people, Well, by the term definition of pre-sale, right? When I say that something looks like pre-sale people, right? What does that tell you, or what does that sound like to you? If I, that sounds like they bought something, right?
Yep.
I mean, when I say that those are all pre-sale wallets, well, that means they bought something, right? These didn't buy anything, because we can look at these transactions side by side. You can pull up any other normal. You can pull up your own personal transaction at this time. Anybody can do this. Look at your own. When you swap PL2, for instance, into dogs and pigs, or any other transaction, when you see a conversion, right, you will see that on one line item you have the PL2 going, because clearly you don't receive the dogs and pigs or anything else first, right? That's not a thing. You don't get them first. You obviously have to transmit yours out, right? So at the beginning of the transaction, you will clearly see that, okay, yep, these are coming out of my wallets, and coming in is, these, in this case, your dogs, pigs, etc., right? So you have to spend first. With all of these, if you look at the line item, I'm just seeing from and to. These are from, in one, this, so it's from the master contract for pigs to this wallet, and then it's hopping out of this wallet again into another. So you're looking at 2 separate freaking wallets here. It's like, well, okay, this one's a double hop, right?
Now,
I
was going to ask you to explain that for us, Greenwood.
Yeah,
that's why I got this up.
Double hop. So with the double hop, right? It's just like, well, why? If this is for like what you said it was for and everything, why did you do it this way then? Why didn't you just mint to that final wallet? Like, what are you trying to obfuscate? Why? Like, it just doesn't make sense. So I think that when you have, these situations, I just question, well, why exactly were there, kind of multi-mints where it's going to from one directly to another? It's like, well, there's just no logical here. I mean, there's even crazier shit out of these 6 wallets. Keep in mind. Crazier shit with these, but I mean,
Wallet 4 had Tornado Cash and all that. I don't even want to go. Yeah, it's a lot here.
So I mean, it's just that, like, at the end of the day, man, I just see all these things that once again just don't add up in any logical way. And like, you have to understand my point of view. Like, and like Easy and others, like, you guys were raked over the coals with this shit. For me, like, I don't. Yes, I feel the same way, but like, dude, I wasn't there the whole time. I'm not like, I get pissed as someone in the space, but like, we share different things that we're getting pissed about here. I want to be clear. I'm getting pissed about, like, not only the way this is being handled for me personally, but more importantly about, like, just this ethos pathos that's completely fucked up in the space, right? I'm looking at it and I'm like, Okay, so there's no governance in place, actual government, like my government, like, off-chain, on-chain governance. You know how easy it is to set up a snapshot and ask people freaking questions and get them to weigh in on it? Do you know how easy it is to freaking answer questions in a freaking chat without banning them? All these basic things. So there's no basic fundamentals here. On top of that, all these weird actions are happening, right? So when you chain all these things together, it's like, okay, so people couldn't talk without possibly or most likely getting banned, for asking questions. There's nothing being surfaced about any of these things. And then when you look at transactions like this and you just see things that don't add up, those three fundamentals together says to me, well, okay, something's going on here. And now you add to that, okay, so someone's getting free pigs. So they're not pre-sale. Nothing was sold here, right? It's gotten for free. Okay, cool. So now that it's gotten for free, how is it that on top of that, you're having multiple hops, right? Oh, okay, that's weird. So it just all doesn't add up.
That's what got me, Greenwood. That's what got me is the multiple hops. I shouldn't have to. I feel like you're trying to hide something for real now. If you gotta have it hop here, that, then it's something going on.
The amount of hops on some of these, and I'm going to be honest with you. Maybe I'm missing out on something by paying for 3 separate gas transactions my whole life. But I can think of 2 transactions when I've ever done this, and it was literally not for obfuscation. It was because it was during unit testing or contract testing where I had to pass through multiples. This was in early days when I was trying to mess around with different things, right? So otherwise, that's to the best of my knowledge. Like I can't think of any pass-through situations. Like now, if I go from like, okay, I have 3 wallets that are in the game, and I move, one by the game, I mean just crypto in general. I say, okay, well, this one right here, I'm going to move funds to, and I might get yield or something else. I can move it to another or something like that. Okay, that makes sense. But as far as in a single transaction, just moving it and then, okay, look, let me move it again. It's just going in and out. It's like, what? Why? Why are we transferring these out and trying to kind of have multiple hops in order to make them move around? It just seems like there's something that there's to hide. And if there's nothing to hide, then someone just loves spending gas in order to bring things to random locations when supposedly they're just they're just sitting there either in the pen or something else. It just doesn't make sense.
Greeny, you got anything to add to that, man? I mean, not Green. My bad. Easy, easy. My bad, man.
I'm looking through all the transaction, and this is where it's so beautiful. Today is going to be a beautiful day because Forex is really going to the evidence is clear. All right, I'm looking at the wallets, one of the 6 wallets. And I did investigation about a month ago. Now I'm updating my information to see what else is happening with these wallets. One of those wallets, right? He sent them to the Pigs credit, right? So he received Pigs credit in version 2, and he sent the money to the Pig pen. In the Pig pen, not only is he receiving BUSD reward, but he's also receiving additional pigs, right? Now this wallet, what it's now doing is it's taking those additional pigs and sending it to another wallet and then selling those pigs for BUSD.
See, that's what I need. Yeah, I need to find that. That's what I want to find, Easy. Yeah, I don't know which wallet it is, but that's what I want to find.
Can I send you a link on your Telegram? I'm gonna
go
send
ahead.
You.
Go ahead. Feel free.
I'm gonna send you this transaction link on your Telegram, and you can just open it up, and we can just talk through it right now, and I can talk your viewers through it right now, and we can go through it together, so I can show you.
Easy, even easier. That's funny. Even easy. If you can post it in the stream, you see that post a comment. If you could post it there, then it just be in the chat. So then I can
literally share it too. You could do everything here too. By the way, I can't because the only device I could get on was a literal obscure tablet. So I mean, right now,
I'm on a tablet. I'm not on a computer. I'm on a tablet. That's why it's a little.
Okay, just send it to the Telegram. I get it. Yep, send it to the Telegram.
I sent you the transaction link to the Telegram, and then you can just open it, and then we can go through it. We can go through it together. This is just the first.
Let's do it.
And I'll show you exactly what's going down.
Okay, also real quick, y'all watching the DeFi Degenerate Show with Muddy Mo, and I got special guest Jay Greenwood, and I got Easy Breezy up, and we're just talking about this big debacle. All right, we're talking about Forex Shark and Animal Farm exposed, and just a lot of stuff going on. So let me find this transaction real quick. Oh, also real quick, let me check the chat out. I'm sorry, I've been missing y'all. I've been checked. My bad. Y'all know how I am. My bad. D say excellent point. It wasn't the investor's fault. Facts, D. Arm G said, yo, I'm late. All right, Arm. He's like, I gotta watch the playback. Yep. Smock say that's the truth. He's never provided the real facts about the bots. Facts, Smock. Arm G say, please don't tell me we paused again. Oh, hope not, Arm. Hope not. Brian say, Malcolm, want to ask a question? Just ask, Brian. Just if you can throw it in the chat. Just throw it in the chat. Arm say, yeah, even when he does the long-winded AMAs, there's a lot of beating around the bush. Facts, Arm. Lack of integrity. Yep. Getting banned for asking questions. That's terrible. Yep. D says you are not allowed to ask anything pertaining to why the farm is still closed. Facts, D. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm behind. I'm catching up. D said they deleted your question. What? That's sad. Yeah. Arm say I wasn't crediting my dogs after going through the V1 conversion process. I didn't complain though because it was only $70. Yeah, Arm, but it was still $70. Gas high nowadays. You know what I mean? It's hard to get some eggs now. So D say yes. Where all the money goes. Someone could be in surgery. Facts. Arm say, yep. D say a lot of people in denial. It's really wicked. When they fake wake up from the brainwash, it's going to be chaotic. We are going to be the ones to comfort them. Facts, D. Boys, it's hurting more than more. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. Brian say, going to from one wallet to another, hopping is also called laundering. That's a fact, Brian. That's a good one. That's a fact.
Man. I love that.
I'm gonna put that one on the screen. That is a fact,
man.
Brian. That's a good one.
That's hilarious.
That is. D says tornado cash. This is so unprofessional. Facts, D. The talk is hot. Yeah, it is, D, ain't it? Yeah, Brian said launder. Yep. Moju said, and to add to insult to injury, didn't these pigs get the virtually first spot in the pig pen, effectively gaining more of a stake than anyone else in an unfair advantage? That's what irks me too. That's good, Mo.
Yeah. We haven't even got there yet, really, in the order of operation.
Right. We still working.
We're
still working up. Yeah.
I think that, like, depending on, and we're kind of jumping all over the place here. This is kind of how this always happens because, to be fair, the amount of like fervor here and just like how like infuriating this can be is ridiculous. And I mean, I guess maybe this isn't the most timelined here perfectly. At the same time, you're 100% correct, and we will definitely get there because, so to really sum it up, once again, for me at the time, which was much earlier on, I saw these, and I did not come back to these until much later. So keep in mind that, I like to come back to like literally the past week, right? So when looking at these in more detail, the funny part is that it's like, well, these were admin minted in a single transaction. The ways that these were explained initially to me was that, okay, well, these two are Forexes per his own. All these statements I'll make are directly from Forex. Keep in mind, I've listened to nobody else. Nobody else I should listen to besides the team, correct? That's what I'm told. So I don't get my facts from anyone else besides the team. So when I say this, I was told, and I quote, that two of those are mine, right? The deployer wallets. The first time he actually didn't say they were deployer wallets. The second time he said they were the deployer wallets, right? Which, I mean, he kind of gave more information every time. And then after that, the two deployer wallets, and one was BB, right? So now it's still three are unaccounted for. So keep in mind, I'm admin minting you. My project's giving you free shit, and I don't know who they are at face value. And keep in mind, oh yeah, these look like pre-sale people. That was also said. Well, well, they didn't pay for them, so that's not a pre-sale by definition. I mean, I guess if you're talking about the era post pre-sale, that doesn't even make sense. So I mean, no matter what you're talking about, that's an incorrect term. But anyways, okay. He can't account for the three. Well, now that's changed. Okay, now in reality, though, all of them are quote unquote project wallets. And as of today's announcement, and I can't share shit or do anything right now of value whatsoever. I'm kind of multitasking here on multiple fronts for what it's worth. So there was an announcement today that said, directly that these were all, or I'm sorry, overnight, because I catch up by, the midday of the following day, right? Even more recently with this. So the thing is that it's like, okay, well, all of these are project wallets. So two are me, one's BB, the other three are and I don't want to misquote, so by all means you can check out yourself. I forget exactly which three he said, but they were all like project specific things, and once again, that doesn't align because 3 of the wallets are like 700 or 900 days old. The other 3 were made on the same day, which was when this was all minted, right? That's the age of the wallets. So the thing is that the 3 that were actually made on that, at that day, right? Well, like, so we have to assume that 3 of them are actual people, right? Because how old are these, right? So if 2 are his ones BBs, that those we know which ones those are, right? Obviously, the long running ones, correct?
Yep.
I mean, how would you have something 700 or 900 days old? I mean, what do you just like repurposing deployer wallets, dude? That makes no sense. So, with that being said, so that's those 3, and then the other 3 are new, right? So those are for the quote unquote project. And if you actually look into those wallets that are the newest ones, it's out of the 6, which there's 2 separate lists. So now I was able before to refer to them as well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and everyone kind of knew what I was talking about. Now people have I saw a separate one and I was misquoted like twice because of it. So but yeah, 3 of them were also not so 3 were older, 3 are newer. So let's just kind of break into those 2 categories, right?
Now,
so,
Forex, hold on real quick, Greenwood. Forex said he had 2 of them. That's what he said, right? I'm just
yeah. So two were like, by his, once again, like it just seems once again like double speaks. I mean, is this under my control or does it mean it's actually his? I don't know what that means. And then he said that later that his quote unquote like he had repurposed these into his almost personal wallets, which were the deployer wallets, which is also not normal at all as developers. Like Jay Green, let me explain something. JGreenwood.eth deploys contracts, right? But it is not in control of them in most cases. They're generally siloed. Or if like say that you are running Drip and Animal Farm at the same time, right? You're not going to have it so that a wallet is that you have direct control, that your trading wallet is also kind of a wallet that is directly calling upon these things in most cases. I mean, the fact that he did here, whatever, I guess. But I mean, I think it just calls into question that, like, well, these are these ancient wallets. They're directly friggin' tied in, and you're minting directly to these. Now, okay, so 2 are his pay, directly to him, which I don't understand where that ratio comes from, right? Keep in mind, this is 12%, not 10%. So he gets 2 out of 12%, which I mean, when you break that down, is 10,400. And once again, at the time, it's like, okay, I guess this has some credence, but now looking back, it has 0 credence, especially with these comments he said, because, well, 2 are yours, one's BB's, the other 3 are project wallets. Which one are the project wallets? Because they're all doing stuff that's hasn't nothing to do with the project in general. It's not that it's moving externally. It's just that they're all doing like things that are strange as hell. It's like, well, none of these are like project wallets in that way. I have yet to see where it's like, okay, this is clearly going out to pay this company or this person or this whatever. I haven't seen anything like that. And I mean, I can't say that I know what all of them are. Some smaller transactions and stuff here and there could be going out to little services or whatever. And, it's not like they're labeled with, oh yeah, no, this is for marketing on ad on, apeswap.com. Like, I mean, that is not like a label here. So you kind of have to guess because none of this, once again, is broken down, right? Like in general, it was like, okay, now I think only, after the audit, I forget exactly, but it was like, okay, yeah, we paid 100K from the audit. Where did that come from? Where's the receipt for it? Everything. I've never seen anything like this. Maybe it exists. I don't know. I'm yet too. So once again, like all these different things, because they're being like all kind of confused here with these 6 wallets. There's nothing that in any normal situation, it would be so easy to defend all of these statements that we've made because it would be like, well, no, look at this wallet. It received 5,200 because this was this quote unquote allocation we were supposed to get. And out of that, well, here's a $750 transaction. This went to this person. Here's a $400,000 transaction that went for audits because, 100,000 for, I think 6 or 8 contracts is pretty damn cheap for what it's worth. But, all these different things are just, there's so much activity. And it's like, well, what the frig were they doing? I mean, were they like literally friggin', was the marketing fund or like, I would keep using that as an example, but it's
agree with no, I mean, but my issue is that like you got a lot of stuff in the background going on and there's nothing coming out for the people. We've been waiting months and people just sitting here anxious, but he's active, obviously, but it looked like he active.
Hey, Muddy Mo,
What's up, man?
Let's just just to give the the viewers a little bit of entertainment. This ain't even gonna take long. Let's just go through this wallet.
Okay.
I'll just help you out real quick. You see
Tell me
the
where to
top right corner that says view all.
Yep.
View all. Click that real quick.
I was waiting on you, Easy. I was like, hey,
yeah,
Easy he got something he want to show. Let's go. Yeah.
Scroll all the way down. Scroll all the way down to the bottom. You see on the bottom left corner, it says 50. Change that to 100.
Already on it. Yeah.
Change that to 100. Yeah. All right. It should roll. All right. Now go all the way down to the bottom. All right. So the first, here for just for viewers. All right. This is the BSC scan. The first thing that this wallet ever did was receive 5,200 pigs, as you can see right there. All right. You can see this wallet's first ever transaction on BSC is receiving 5,200 pigs. All right. This is just one of the wallets. Now, ignore the milk swap. All right. Ignore the milk swap. Now, you can see the next transaction of these pigs is it's going from this wallet to a contract wallet, to a contract, right? You can see that. Yep. All right. If you're gonna click on it, make sure you click on another tab, because it's gonna make you open it on another tab if you are gonna click on it. But you don't even really need to do that.
Yeah, no.
Because we could see as soon as it goes into the contract, the next transaction is the contract, right? You can see the contract is now giving it $13,947. The animal farm pigs. You can see animal farm pigs. Yep. On day 100. All right, you see that right there. You don't even need to click on this. All right, you ain't got to click on it.
Easy. Oh, right. That's it right there, Easy.
You see, all right. So on day 160, he's gone in and he's claimed $13,947. And then he's let it marinate there for a little bit long. So 147 days ago, he went in and claimed $35,000.
And make sure that you break it down as well in reverse. So to go by the actual days. So if we assume that but the first three bottom transactions, let's see. So 161 days, 6 hours ago. Okay, so the bottom three were day one, quote unquote.
And it looked like the very next day he got the
T-0. Yep. Yeah, so the BU, so the T-0 is the bottom three transaction, right? So that milkyswap.io, the second one from the bottom, that's bullshit. Get that out. That's not in the picture here. But right. So okay, receives pigs for free. Nothing happened before this. Again, pigs is going out, right, into the actual farm, right? Yep. Now, literally the next day. So let's see, 6 hours ago, 13 hours ago. I can't do the math backwards, my God, but we're talking less than 24 hours.
13 days after. 13 days.
Not even 12 hours.
No. I'm talking about the 161 to the 160.
Oh, yeah.
So not even, we're not talking about a lot of time at all. There, nearly 14 grand is pulled off, right? So okay, right? So that's pretty quick. Now literally not even 13 days later again. Now the multiples here start to change, because you have to think of what the volume looks like, So yes, in that first follow swoop, and in the first day, 14 grand is pulled out. The second time that shit's pulled out, you're talking a full 13 days. But at this point now it's 35 grand. So it doesn't even triple in value, right? So he's not getting quite as much as he did the first 24 hours, but that's another 35 grand. Right. In 13
gotcha. Hold on 1 second, Greenwood. Let me address the chat real quick. Ganacius, listen. I understand that you don't care about all this stuff that's going on. I understand that you don't care that he's stealing money. I get that. But if you're saying it's unnecessary, why are you here? Like, I don't even want to block you. Just leave. Like, I don't understand. That's fine. Go to the chat and you can, they're flooding. Cool. Don't be here though. I just don't get it. And Raiden, like, come on, like we're adults over here. I keep trying to say this. We're not children. We're like, what are you talking? You sound like a bunch of snitches. This little dude's stealing thousands of dollars from you, Raiden and Ganacius. And y'all sitting up here acting like it's cool. It's cool. No big deal. No big deal. Where's y'all? No. They so rich. They must be super rich, because they sit up here defending stuff and we got proof on the screen. But it didn't matter. So why are you here? Ganacius, go over there. Raiden, bye. All right, go ahead. I'm in the soppy green.
For what it's worth, right? I think that he brings up a valid question, just in the sense, though, because even if you are printing like that, or all I want to know is how is all this preventing me from making money in Drip and Animal Farm? I mean, first of all, Drip is out of scope for me personally. I keep saying that over and over. This has, for me personally, this has nothing to do with Drip. As far as the Animal Farm, how does this prevent you from making money in the Animal Farm? Please let me know the last time you made money in the Animal Farm. I am dying to know. So, with that being said, you know, that's like the most ridiculous statement I've ever heard. How does this stop you from making money? Well, you haven't in like, oh, I don't know, nearly half a year.
Right.
And, you know, unless you're like doing something that I'm unaware of, please let me know how, you know, how is this? I mean, shit, if you're lucky, maybe the pressure from this will get it to start printing again. So maybe this will turn it back on for you. I mean, I don't know what else to say. And as far as, oh, you know, I don't care what Forex does with his wallet. Once again, which ones are his wallet, bro? He said two are. One's BB's, right? So okay, those ones are accounted for. You don't care what those people do personally, but there's these other three as well, dude. So do you care what happens with project funding? That literally. So how many devs was there? You took 10%, you did all this stuff, blah blah blah. These extra three wallets now are doing additional stuff, but now they're project wallets as well. So all this makes no sense. There's multiple explanations for the exact same thing. So if they got paid 10% or, you know, that 12% or whatever, or once again, please explain that number as well. But all these things just add up, don't make sense. And how does it stop you from making money? Once again, with Drip, I think that you can answer that question for yourself by association. But as far as for Animal Farm, you know, well, once again, please let me know when you've made money, first of all, because I find very few people that have. And statistically on chain, there's not very many. You know, and then secondly, I'm trying to figure out also how, on top of that, that if this does get unpaused tomorrow, by definition, when you paused it, the valuation was much higher than remotely where it's at right now, if it was to be unpaused. So you got to remember that this isn't all just, you know, pigs and dogs that we can just mirror the price at any given time. We can pause that. You didn't pause the price of BNB, BUSD, friggin' all the farm tokens, everything else. So you are losing money while it was locked in some place where you could not take it out. And that, you know, in some cases you can emergency exit, you know, directly from Pancake Swap, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, you have value here that is quote unquote locked in the picture. Like, that does not make sense.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And you know, I want to be a little bit sympathetic to Ganasius, because he was in the chat, and I think the angle that he's coming from is that there's a lot of people who are making, who are like, their livelihood is on Drip, and they're very afraid that this is really going to bring a lot of bad negative press over to Animal Farm, to Forex, and it's going to carry over to Drip. Well, look, you know, this is just a reality of life. You know, when the Lehman Brothers went down, you know, people didn't know that it was a Ponzi. Sometimes, you know, we just have to learn from this. This is a learning experience. You know, don't take anybody out here in crypto as your godfather who's going to be saving you and feeding you. At the end of the day, all these assets, you always need somebody to buy in after you. There is no goods and services being provided here. There's no goods and services. So of course, there's something was going on in the background, but let's not get too distracted with that. Let's go through this wallet, because this is really the most. This is evidence, hard evidence, facts here, and a lot of viewers can actually get learn a lot of lessons and gain a lot of value from this.
Facts. And thank you, Easy. Thank y'all. Thank you. Listen, y'all professional. Y'all better than me. My thing is this: you talking about all this money you made? You ain't made nothing the last 3 months. What? Where is it at? I'm sorry. Y'all nice. I appreciate y'all professionalism, but my people know how I am. I don't play that. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't come over with that mess. But I'm sorry. Go ahead, guys. Continue. Let's look at this wallet. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So we can see, you know, before the pause, you know, he's how much is that? 13,000, 35, 14,000, 35,000, 23,000. All right. And then he's now claimed some pigs. So now this is another thing about the pig pen. When you stake in the pig pen, not only do you receive BUSD, but you also receive additional pigs.
Facts. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Because you can see he's claimed 50 pigs. All right. Yep. And then he sold those pigs for 4,500.
Let's see that transaction real quick, Easy, because I think this is important for everybody to see. He said, hold on, is this the right one? Am I the right one?
Yeah.
He said he was not going to sell pigs. Please, in the chat, if I'm lying, please correct me. That's what I heard him say. He had never sold.
Let me see. Pull this up here. I was going to say, is this an auto claiming transaction? So I was going to say there was one.
Yeah, this in this transaction, he's not actually selling. You don't have to go back. You don't have to. In this transaction, he's not actually selling. In other transaction, he's selling. But in that particular transaction, he was claiming. All right, so he was claiming.
He's claiming. So two things are happening kind of at once there. If you pull that transaction back up, right, by line one.
Which
right,
one? Oh, I lost the transaction.
That one right there. That one right there.
Okay,
that one right there. Yeah.
Players mess up. That's all right, dog.
It's all good. It's
okay.
all right.
So from the animal farm itself, 4,523 BUSD is coming in, and also at the same time 50 pigs is coming in. That 50 pigs is moving through proxy and coming into the once again the final destination there. So just to clarify, there's pigs as well as BUSD that is coming from, because you can go by line here, right? So on the top line, BUSD is coming in to a to this wallet. So once again, if this is the wallet we're looking at, so 4,523 is coming in, right? Separately, you have pigs that's coming from the pigs actual contract and being quote unquote put into the ether here in order to once again come into the wallet. So this is making both BUSD and pigs on this transaction once again. So there's no this wasn't the sell. There's other transactions here that do show stuff like that, but it's just crazy to see that. Okay, now once again to break it down, there just to make sure you understand. Yes, okay, you're getting both at the same time. That's what this is, right? Clearly, as we just did.
And I want to find a sale though, y'all. I'm just
to add on to that. I just want to add a little caveat to the viewers. At a price of $220 per pig, that is $11,000. All right, that's $11,000 he's claiming right there. I'm going at the lowest that pig before pigs was bought. So those 50 pigs are $11,000. So you add $11,000 worth of pigs, all right, and then another $5,000 in $4,500 in BUSD. All right, that's just that one transaction.
Yeah, and it just keeps coming. And now once again, if you go, there's a pancake swap contract right there.
All right, now this looks like a sell. This looks like a pig sell.
Was this an in or out?
What is this?
I'm
trusting the dev on it. What is this, Greenwood? What is this?
Greenwood, let me handle this one real quick.
I can see it all. Yeah.
Right? Go ahead.
So you can see right now, right? So he's sending the pigs to the pancake swap, right? He's sending the pigs to pancake swap. 9.5 pigs to pancake swap, right? Yep. And then pancake swap is giving him $2,923.
Ooh.
So you telling me he said he wasn't selling pigs?
Oh, that looks like pigs are sold. That looks like pigs are sold.
Does that look like it looks like pigs went in and BUSD came out? That looks like a sell to me.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. I said, that's why we broke down the first transaction. Make sure that you understand. Okay, that first one, he was getting pigs in and BUSD. On this one, he is giving out pigs and BUSD is coming in. Where's it going in between? Oh, wait, that's Pancake Swap V2. Right. So this is one of the wallets. He said, oh, he does not sell pigs. I mean, I guess in this case, this could be BB. That's the only other option, right?
Well,
but otherwise, none of the other wallets should be selling. None of the other wallets should be selling.
But you know what? To me, Greenwood, I don't care if it is BB. Either he should. If this is your project, you should know who's in those top 6 wallets. There's no way you shouldn't know. But if not, BB's just as guilty. They're together to me. I don't care. They're together. It's the same difference.
So once again, you're dumping the token that supposedly you don't sell. And I guess that now you can't control what this other person supposedly does or whatever. But that dude, once again, this is like your ethos pathos here. So
yeah. You're so nice. You're so nice, Greenwood. I'm not that nice. I don't care.
I play mid-ground here with all this because once again, that's literally where I come from. I want to be clear. I'm not sticking up for the guy at all. I just want to make sure I give the fact only, right? I'm not gonna infer from that. You take away what you want from it, right? That's literally what I'm here for, and that's very clear. It should be at least. There's things here that I feel very passionate about, but it's dude, once again, all this isn't selling. No one's market dumping. The team's not market dumping. Well, I guess you are, right? It's refuted on chain. There it is. And that's just to me, like I said, I can be nice and easy about it and give okay, let's think of the best possible case scenario optics wise of who this could be. Okay, maybe it's BB, and BB himself didn't say that. But I mean, regardless, dude, you're dumping. Like, sorry, man. So you do sell tokens, and you do make a bunch of BUSD off of it as well. So
And
I
if he
mean,
didn't do it right, if he didn't do it directly, BB is on your team, so I still hold him accountable for that. If that's happening, because this is how many pieces is being sold here? 4,000, 2,000,
So that was
3,000.
only 9 pigs. He claimed 50, so he only sold what, a fifth of that, and he already made $3,000. You know, just sell. And then there's more, right? So now he's selling 11 pigs, and he's making $3,200. All right, 2 days after. So sell more pig selling. So all these people saying there is no evidence. There's no evidence of him selling pigs. He was staking those pigs. So that means that he was looking after, you know, that's for development. Well, my friend, ladies and gentlemen, the blockchain doesn't lie.
Blockchain does not lie. Oh, wow. Another sale. Another sale, 2,000.
Another sale. All right. So I think he was trying to dollar cost average out. We call this he's trying to dollar cost average out. He
dollar cost averaging his sales. So
I'll tell you know what he was doing. So what he was doing was he was selling the pigs, right? He was selling the pigs, and then he was using the treasury to bump up the price, to buy back the price. You get what I mean? Because there's a buyback. There's also a buyback aspect to these projects. So he's selling the pigs, dumping the price, and then buying them back up, pumping it back up again. All right. And this was what kept happening. And people were asking, yo, what the hell's going on with the animal farm? Don't we have a buyback? When's the buyback going to happen? Well, lo and behold, people didn't know that the main dev, yeah, he was doing the buyback, but he was eating up that liquidity straight into his wallet.
Now, question for both of y'all. This is just a general question. Just say you're Forex. Just say Forex is completely innocent, right? And this is BB that did this, right? What do you do if you Forex? Do you tell people? Or do you not tell people? What do you do in this scenario? I'm just curious.
You know, I think that's like, I guess it depends who the hell you are. I just feel like if this is like the persona, and you know you're so transparent and everything, and you like this God, and you don't need to do this stuff, right? Because you're you know, once again, optically, it was said that, you know, we don't sell, or not that we don't sell, but I don't sell, blah, 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 blah. And this was the optic, you know? So, I mean, I just don't understand at the end of the day, once again, why is this happening? And if you trust and believe in the system, why are you selling, right? I mean, it just doesn't make sense. So, I mean, once again, doesn't have Forex have plenty of dough in the game? Like, did he think this was failing already at this point? I'm confused. I just don't understand. You know, I mean,
hey man, I can pull out a lot of clips of Forex, and I don't like to hold my own native asset because when that starts to sell, it's going to cause a lot of problems. Well, man, my man, you lying to us. Why are you lying to us? All right, now we can,
guys, real quick. When was the pause? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off easy. When was the pause?
You see the pause. The pause looks like if you go up, so you see, like, look, there's more sales. 4,000 to.
Was it a sale after the pause? That's what I want to know. Was it a sale?
No. You can't sell after the pause because the liquidity is being pulled. So once the contract is paused, now you can't interact with the contract. So, But you could see like I don't know if you want to look at all those other sales, or we already convinced that he was selling. You know, if the viewers want to look into those, but anybody can go onto the blockchain and look at these transactions for yourself, and send it to your friends and families and to all the drip maxis. You know, this is a claim, so he's claiming 100 pigs, and then he's also claiming 4,500 from the pig pen.
Just racking up, like,
man,
this is crazy.
Think about that, man. How many people make $4,500 a day? Yeah,
right.
How many? I don't even think. Yeah,
this is crazy. Like, that's a lot of money. Like that.
In general, the takeaway is, like, no matter how you kind of like spin it, I'm just confused as to, you know, I guess you would really have to break down, once again, like you said, who exactly, you know, like, and I saw someone said this in the chat, like, you know, something about, Once again, same guy, Ganesh, is how do you know that with 100% accuracy this is a Forex wallet? Well, okay, the only other possibility is that it's BB, literally, because who are these other people, right? I mean, like, who is the project? Isn't there only who's the I'm still confused about that. Who else did these funds go to? And I mean, I'm just confused as to, like, is there like the shadow government that I'm unaware of that's like behind the scenes as well? I mean, it just doesn't make sense, because if you were to play devil's advocate on this, what were these other wallets for? Because he explained them today one way, he explained them previously a different way. These were pre-sale people. Well, once again, we've already showed you that. How are they pre-sale people? So none of these things make any sense. And if you go by an order of operations, why doesn't he just straight up surface outright what these 6 wallets are one by one? Like, literally, I mean, for the longest time, I think up until someone made a different list earlier today, like, I don't know, 6-8 hours ago, the 6 wallets were the same referenced everywhere, right? Well, if you just said, okay, this is the wallet address, this is what this was for, like, why can't he say that? So I'm confused. So how do you know with 100% accuracy this is a Forex wallet? I mean, well, I guess that's up to you to decide. And if it's not in that case, then it still doesn't make any sense either. There's no situation where it makes sense at the end of the day.
See, Green, you better, like I said, you're a better man than me, maybe, but I don't care. It's 6 wallets that got free pigs. This is one of the 6. He said 2 of those wallets were his. No matter what, he's guilty of something. It doesn't matter. Why? Okay, let's go back to the original issue then. So why did y'all just get random 5,200 pigs and 6 wallets? Why did that happen? I think that's the question. Why did that happen?
And if that's the quote unquote, cost of doing business, as later mentioned, right? Then it doesn't explain other aspects as well, because there's literally a per block mint as well that they're also receiving. So which one is, are you talking about the tax? Are you, so there's taxes on farms and everything else that works differently. That doesn't go per block, because obviously by definition, if you have something that mints per block, right? How is it possible that regardless if things are coming in or going out, you're literally still making? So every second, every minute that goes by on the Binance Smart Chain, literally one of these wallets is receiving every time, right? Now it does it in chunk transactions. It's not just doing it literally every single block it's making a transaction, but the function counts every block as it goes by and mints out, right? So what I'm trying to figure out is how it's, how it makes any sense, or how it's possible that, okay, this initial allocation right here for these 5,200 pigs and 6 wallets is literally the developer fund, if you will, the 10% spoken about, because then what is this other thing that also, for again, kicks back as well? So, like, and there's just multiple things here, because, okay, if you say that all of this, if you took out all the 6 wallets, so this is craziness. Well, okay, on top of that, dude, one of these wallets is literally making, pigs that is minted in real time, right? All the time, not when it's paused. Correct. I want to make sure we're clear. Not when it's paused, but the whole time this thing's been up, which is not very long, I guess, in the grand scheme of things, right? It literally was minting all the time on top of all this. So he's making all this, or these people that are involved, whoever they are making all this, and then on top of that, Forex himself is literally making a percentage based per off of that, and because he said that those 2 wallets were his, he identified which 2 were his. Keep that in mind. So another thing that you're saying, how do you know 100% accuracy this is Forex's wallet? He said the 2 deployer wallets were his as well. Keep that in mind. So he IDs which one they are.
Yep.
It makes so once again.
So not only is he receiving free BUSD that he minted out of thin air, right? That he's stealing free BUSD. He's also receiving pigs, right? Free pigs. All right, more additional free pigs. Not only was the 5,200 wasn't enough, he's receiving additional free pigs, right? And then he's dumping those pigs. All right, he's doing a buyback and
this
dumping
is easy. I see sell the pigs here. Whoever is in those top 6 spots is selling the pigs. That's all I see.
We have to stop saying whoever. We have to stop saying whoever. We have to say it's Forex or BB. It's 2 of them. Both of them. We'll say Forex and BB. So that way one of them is going to come up and say, it wasn't me. One of them will have to come out and say, no, that wasn't me. That was Forex.
I like that easy. Yep. Both.
That. We're going to now start to say this is Forex and BB selling. Forex and BB. All right. We have to put that out there. because Forex is okay with calling everybody a faggot and all this. All right, well, fine.
Right.
These wallets are Forex and BB. Until one of you guys comes out and says these are not my but you know why I said today was a beautiful day? Because Forex came out and said those wallets were his now.
He did admit it, Easy.
Right?
He did admit it. Hey.
All right. So,
you're right.
So this is why, you know, you can't. This is why the gymnastics, he's getting tangled up in his own gymnastics. First of all, you didn't say, you said that those you only own 2 of those wallets. Today you come out and say, well, because this is how he tried to spin it. He tried to spin it like, yo, those are my wallet, but that's only 10% of the supply. Well, you know what? Just to you know, satisfy your maxis, let's play that game. But then you have also said you haven't been selling any pigs. So now if those wallets are yours, then you've been lying to people about you not selling pigs, because we can clearly see you've been selling pigs.
right. Exactly. God. Oh, fireworks! Hey, the chat is lit, guys. This is crazy. This is crazy.
You see where he's got himself tangled now. Right now, go and explain to your investors why you're selling pigs, since you've claimed those wallets now.
Yeah, and so let's see here. Where's the question I saw over here? And you know, I think I'm addressing more comments than you, brother. You know, but this is my channel.
I need to catch up. My bad.
No. I got this. So I chipped PC Lounge. I've seen him before, right? So you know, why would Forex need 4K to 2K here and there? Blah blah blah. Let's see. You doubt it's Forex's or whatever. Let's see. Once again, it's whose is it? Because all these people are literally being directly minted. So I don't care, you know, if it's Forex's or a team's wallet. When it was shown here that once again the pigs, as crypto had said, they were directly received from the contract without providing anything prior. So you know, it doesn't even make sense. And from there, once again, Ganesha, I'm giving up on your partner. I'm sorry, because oh, it's not even launched yet. You know, what's the real potential? No fucking way, man. Come on, no way. With that being said, I'll let you catch up with your own comments, bro. I was trying to, give the gentleman the benefit of the doubt, man. I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. He was
Ganesha's no. We don't do that over here, Greenwood. No.
There is no benefit of the doubt, man. This is finance, man. The man's
I told you I don't do these spaces that much in the public space, especially live, too much anymore. With that being said, you know, I guess I just don't know the decorum, man. You know, I'll let you shit on him though.
Since you say decorum, let me bring up something real quick. Because it was a word that's used that's very hurtful nowadays. So in Easy, I think you said this. I guess Forex came in the chat calling somebody a faggot. Is that what happened? Or
yeah, man. Yeah, he was calling one of his top investors a backstabbing faggot because his top investors decided to believe the truth. You know,
saying, that's a big aspect of all this is that he's talking about that to people. The like even the personal attack after me, that was laughable, and I want zero bad feelings about that at all because I'm a nobody, dude. But I'm like, really? I mean, there's just so many things here that are handled in like the worst way, and I'm not saying that that's from him, but the stuff that came out of his mouth, like in the way that this is handled by one side, is just like, come on. I don't understand why you're going about it this way. Why aren't you just answering questions? Instead, when he ever came into that chat, when he was previously, once again, I created that chat, right? These guys are in there all the time, but he was already invited, and I was already told by BB that, okay, yep, this is what's going to happen. Me and him are going to come in. Forrest is going to answer questions. Cool, awesome. He was going to come in voice chat, or maybe not in voice chat, just in general. Sorry, I don't want to put lies in the ether out there. As far as friggin' when that never happened, because shortly after that, I got off that voice chat. Next thing you know, it was okay. No, can't do that. All right, cool. Well, then every day though, there's statements that are alluding to this group and this whole movement here of like, yeah, doesn't all make sense, right? Every day for the past 5 days, it's been about stuff discrediting this or that, here and there, and it's like, well, okay, obviously this has credence because you're answering to it, but at the same time, you're not answering to it with any facts. Keep this all in mind, right? He has never once shown anything besides literally, okay, this is the BB show, this is the pig's wallet, this is the dog's wallet. And it's like, dude, no shit. Thank you for
Right,
sharing.
right,
Like,
right.
I mean, I am quite aware of that, and I think that he thought that it was just like an anybody type situation, but it was like, no kidding, of course, dude. These are well documented. As far as like, okay, where's all these other wallets and kind of what's going on here? He didn't answer that. Now, anyways, when Forex did come in and he was supposed to answer all this and address this, or previously, and did not show up, when he did finally come in, it was just out of nowhere. It was constructive conversation that was being had. Nobody was really like in the decorum when I'm around, man. I don't let really anyone go over a level no one really does. But in general, like, I'm pretty serious about that, man. Like, you're not going to sit there and just call this dude, a faggot or something like that. I would not allow that. Like, it's probably slipped out here and there, not from myself, but from others possibly. I don't know. Other people that get animated because we let people come up and chat. Obviously, anyone can talk, right? All the time. But it's
But
like the fact that someone came in and that was handled like that to someone that's an investor. I don't care if they were a possible partner or whatever else. That's disgusting, man. You don't talk. He came in nowhere screaming that. And it's not like you addressed anything or whatever. You literally looked like a 14-year-old girl. I mean, what the fuck? That makes no sense to me. How are you going to be so disrespectful? As I don't care if everyone else is flooding and this is all bullshit and blah, blah, blah. Talk like a man, dude. No one's over here literally saying stuff like in this ridiculous manner. And even if they were, is that really how you're going to come in and act as like the face of Animal Farm? Like, that just blows my mind.
I don't play them games.
Yo,
you don't invite nobody.
like, do you guys, like, I don't know how long you got, Matty Mo. I don't know if you could pull up a spreadsheet so we could maybe add some of all these transactions onto a spreadsheet and get an overall calculation. That way we can hit the people with the number that they could understand. You know what I mean? Like,
okay. Now, if it's easy, I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? If it's easy, I'll do it. I don't mind that because I want the people to know the truth. Period. Point blank.
It's so good. Hey, look. What I'll do, I'll put it together in a spreadsheet, and with the transactions and all that. But what happened? Are we still live? What happened?
I think he got rugged.
He got blocked?
Rugged. I'm sure he'll be right back.
Bro, it's funny that he came today admitting that like, it's funny. He's finally admitting that, those were his wallets. And now I'm reading some of the folks that saying, yeah, he lied, but now he's telling the truth. I love it, man. I love it. The truth is coming out. We love it, man. This is what we want. This is going to be a very extremely educational for the people. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Where's Mo at, man? We need.
I was gonna say, man. I was just reaching out to him. The controls on here for me trying to like bounce back and forth with this is near impossible, because if I switch off the tab, man, it literally just I can't talk or do anything else because it's in the browser, dude. Like, it's weird for me on this platform. I don't know what it is.
A tablet as well.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Well, yes. I got rugged on my phone, and I'm like scared to switch over, or else world will end. On my laptop, it wouldn't work. Period. So.
Yeah. I mean, the tablet is good. I mean, these iPads, they do a good job. But
man, I don't touch Apple products, bro. That's a swear word over here, man. Talk about it. No, that's not.
They're
always
all
true,
rugging our data, my friend. They're all rugging us.
Yeah, for sure, man, for sure.
It's just which one is what gives you the best deal?
For sure.
But man,
let's see here. Let me go chase down Mo here. You hold it down, man. I'll go chase down Mo real quick.
Yeah, but anyway, I'm gonna try to hold it down, folks. I don't really host the show, but if some of y'all can actually click on the wallets, if on the description, y'all can go through the first wallet, and you can see all the transactions of him buying and selling pigs. Obviously, if you've been watching the show, you've seen how you can actually understand what's going on. But if you click on the if you click on the second transaction, the one that says 25 days ago, you could see that this wallet is receiving this wallet is receiving AFP. All right, let's look into that real quick. Yeah, this wallet is receiving AFP, so this is version 2. AFP is version 2.
He can't even just so you know, obviously the screen share is not there anymore. But
oh no, it is there because I can see we're live, bro.
Yeah, I can't see it on my end at all.
Oh, so for real? Oh no, the screen share is not there. Yeah, the screen share is not there. But I assume I assume the folks watching are also, they got the BSC scan pulled up, right?
Yeah, I don't know about all that, man. We want, at the same time, I hope so. Man. You should. You know, I mean, I think it's best to see it on your own. You know, it really is. I mean, if you go step by step with this, you can literally, you know, not only know for yourself, but you know, see with your own eyes, with your own hands. You know, and I think that's kind of key here, in my opinion. It seems like Mo's rugged completely from like the internet in general. They finally got him, man.
They're coming after him, man. Forex must be worried, man. They're coming after him.
I'm gonna say, holy shit, dude.
Man, we need the main host, man. What a bad time to rug as well. Shit, the time.
Oh, I got rugged like mid-sentence at the beginning, man. Like, I don't know, 20 minutes in, something like that, 30 minutes in. So I don't know.
Man, I hope Forex doesn't have connections with the 3-letter agencies, man. Shit, we might be digging into something bigger than what we can handle. I don't believe that, man. I ain't worried about shit, man.
StreamYard might be, you know, this might be an animal farm project. You never know, dude. Everything's possible now. This is the newest utility, man. This is kind of like somewhere in between Scratchies and the pig pen, right? Like, is StreamYard, and it's all owned by that, and this is the next utility. So, let's see. It's interesting. Without really having the ability to share, it gets a little bit harder here. Let's see. I can re-roll this. He just got back, so he should be popping in.
Man, I can't believe that he came out today and admitted those wallets were his. Wow. That's
well, I mean, that announcement today, right? Every day I feel like, you know, like, you know, it's funny because like in private, every time I read these things, I probably smile in real life, you know, like without even. Actually, I'm sure I do, because I'll be like just catching up, you know, upon waking or later in the day. Like I do a couple big catches up on kind of what the live info is from that side, you know. And I always smile at. Well, actually, I don't even have to recently, because now people just post it in like real time. They're like, "Oh, a statement has been made," you know, and you read it, and I'm like, "Wait, what? What? Holy shit! This literally just contradicted what was said yesterday, and the day before that, and the day before that." So either one of two things happens: statements are in direct contradiction to each other, or literally, it's like, dude, you just said one thing yesterday, and now you're adding more to this, you know, to the picture today. So like either more stuff comes out as time goes on, or literally they're in direct contradiction. So I mean, he's sharing more info than ever. You know, like you're, so no matter what, you're learning more about the protocol that you're invested in. Congrats. You know, it has nothing to do with me or anyone else here, but you know, because of people asking questions, now questions are being answered. And then secondly, on top of that, it's like, you know, please call into question the lack of receipts or anything else in these answers. So these statements are literally like, okay, well, yeah, so you need to take my word that this, and this is how it is. Like, I just don't understand the lack of context either in these answers. You know, if there was 6 wallets and I wanted to show which ones, you know, which 3 are me, Mo's, and Breezy's, like, well, I would just tag them out, because already he said, okay, these 2 are this, these one of this. How come there's no links in any of this? How come there's just no actual, you know, announcement quality here to address any of this stuff? It's like mind blowing. You know, if you're gonna actually surface it, and even so, either it's so dumb that you don't need to answer to it, right? Or number 2, if you answer to it, provide some receipts, because obviously it's not so dumb that either some people need to, so the people that are misunderstanding and asking the questions need to get the answer. It just makes no sense to me. It's like the logic is so flawed with these you know, these answers. So
Hey y'all, listen. They got their goons out. They tried to get me out of here. I
I was
got
gonna say,
rugged.
man, we,
I
we thought
got
you we
rugged.
thought you got taken out, man. We were
They
like,
took me
oh
out.
shit.
No, that's StreamYard.
Nah, but this whenever human beings are doing something very important, there's always something to to disturb their spirit. But we're not going to be discouraged. We're gonna keep soldiering on. I mean,
That's it.
but yeah, the fact that he's come out and admitted that these are his wallets, now we can see that he was obviously selling pigs, and but obviously I want to just go up. If you scroll up to the top, I just want to show that he's selling pigs even in the version 2. He's been selling pigs recently as well, and but now this time I think he tried to get a little smart with it. He's sending it to another wallet, right? He's sending it to another wallet. I'll show you a transaction where he's taking AFP and sending it to another wallet. So look at just scroll up a little bit. The 102, the value of 102 AFP, you see there on the 102, just right there. All right. So in this transaction, he's taking that AFP from that he's received from version 2 of the pig pen, and then he's now sending it. Oh, he's probably claimed. Those are probably his AFP that he's claimed, because the new pig pen, the way that it works, that he made it that when he launched version 2, you couldn't actually claim all your pigs. You received your pigs, but you had to either send it to the piggy bank or the pig pen.
Oh, right? Yeah, it did. Yep.
Yeah, you remember that, right?
Yep.
So it looks like this is claimed pigs, but he didn't want to sell it under this wallet, so he sent it to another wallet. So if you click on that wallet, you see we're gonna see whether this AFP is being sold on another wallet.
Let's see.
No, I think this one right here is going to be the pigs.
Yep, the pigs.
The AFP pigs deployer, if I remember correctly.
Through the address page.
And I for some reason, for me, it's really
BEP20 transactions.
I was gonna say go where was if we go back to where we were just at.
Go back.
I think,
all right.
Yeah. I was gonna say that wherever we were just at. Yeah, for certain, this is super blurry on my side, so it's hard for me to I have to zoom into individual little spots to see, just so to verify what we're looking at. But that the one that was just clicked on was actually a little bit innocuous. Where is it? I think where's the link that we were just at? So these are all transfers. Wait, this is the pigs token transfer.
Go back one. I'm gonna go back one. Greenwood.
Yeah, I think because this is the one that we just went to. That was okay. So this was where we were at, and this right here is going into the pigs token. Transfer. So the 102.15 is the pigs token, the AFP, the second version. Keep in mind, right? So I think that's important to point out. Obviously, this is. So did we already mention that this is post pause? Did I fall asleep there for a second? Because this is obviously the previous okay, this particular transaction. I can't see what the hell is going on here.
Oh, he's just taking the AFP. So just to help you out, Greenwood, what he's doing is because
I keep getting rugged on the view here. Sorry.
Yeah, what's happening is that because on the new contract, you can't just claim all your pigs. You have to claim them at 1% a day. So every time he goes in there, he's claiming both the BUSD, all right, because he sent those 5,200 pigs into the version 2, right? So now he's claiming both the BUSD and the AFP, all right? And now he's taking that AFP and sending it to another wallet. So this is what this transaction here is. Him taking that AFP and sending it to another wallet. Does that make sense?
Makes sense. Yep.
So if we dive into that wallet real quick, we gonna see.
Y'all gotta listen. Y'all gotta tell me, because y'all did the research on this. Tell me where to go. Let's do it.
I was gonna say, I know in the chat, there was one that was sent as well. Where was that transaction?
And
that I saw the wallet one transaction over here.
Okay.
Let's see where the what. Let's see. Crypto.
No, you clicked the wrong thing. Go back.
Okay, let me go back.
Yeah, one second. I was gonna say in chat Crypto had sent one. I told him that I was having some issues with seeing stuff on my end and everything, and just kind of directed some stuff as well. He had mentioned one of the other transactions as well. Just to let you know, I literally, for some reason on my end, I've stopped being able to see what's on the screen, like I said. So
you can't. Okay.
I tried a couple of things on my end to like try to refresh it with settings and stuff without leaving and coming back. I might just do that in 1 second, but either way, I just want to let you know I just conduited some info through Crypto as well to kind of get over here. He did say that he'd post. I don't know. I actually don't see the link.
Okay. Crypto Q says that is wallet number 1 sending AFP to a separate wallet. Got you. Okay. Thank you, Crypto Q. He said it's AFP sending the number 1 wallet into another wallet. That's what he said. Let me see, y'all. Let me see. Hold on. Now, real quick, while I'm trying to do all of this and multitask, let me say something real quick. Shout out to, I think it was Brian who said, long as easy breezy and Jay Greenwood, long as y'all good, I want to send the link out to the chat. So I'm gonna let some other callers come up if they got questions they want to talk. Are y'all good with that? Are y'all okay with that?
Yeah. Of course.
Okay.
Course.
So I know. Yep, I ain't forget you, Brian. I saw you asked something. I got you. So I'm about to send the chat out now.
Can people not send links in there? I was gonna say, give me 1 second. I don't think people can send links.
They can't send links. Okay, well, tell them put it in the Telegram.
Yeah. I'm gonna have them do it a different way.
Yep, put it in Telegram. We'll get it from there. All right. So guys, this is the stream y'all link. If you want to pull up, if you got questions, if you want to talk about something, you feel this every way, pull on up. Let's talk about it. Now, the one person I put this link out there for is none other than Forex himself. He know what's going on. Forex, where you at? This is your king. This is your king.
This is your castle, man.
You don't want to
castle, man.
Listen. You're not going to come and.
Oh man, he's rugging again.
Am I back?
Yeah, you back.
Okay. Yeah, see, every time I get to saying something, this happens. Now, he can go everywhere else and do AMAs everywhere else. Come here, right, and address this head up. Come on, Forex, where you at? Y'all hit the share, put it in the group, whatever. Tell him come on up. He's welcome. I got the link in the description right now, so anybody can pull up.
Nah, he ain't gonna pull up, man.
Right.
He's never gonna pull up, man. Like this is something else that investors really gotta look at. Like, why is he running? What are you ducking from?
Yep. Why is he running? What are you running from, Forex? Go ahead.
What are you running from? You know what I mean? And if you look. All right, so we're looking at this. So just click on that the 4th transaction down. You see that 0364? No, not the transaction. Click on the actual wallet. Click on the wallet.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. So we can see that's 115 AFP going into this wallet, right? Yep. Now, if you click on BEP20 transactions, BEP20 transaction, all right. Now, tell me if you can or can't see pigs being sold. Version 2 pigs being sold.
Version 2 pigs. Let's see.
All right.
Pancake swap.
Just click on any of those BUSD transactions.
Jeez. Hold on. Am I seeing this right? Hold on. Wait.
Man,
Where should I start?
That's clear as day right there.
Hold on.
2 pigs being sold 54 days ago. So this was when he launched. This must have been when I don't even know when this was. How long has the version 2 been out for? Was he selling before other investors knew about version 2? Who knows? Now,
that's deep though, Easy.
That transaction.
I hope he wasn't. That's deep.
you can click on that transaction.
This
whatever.
What are you talking about? This one? Okay.
Yeah, just click on that one. Just click on that one. Any of them. All right. What's happening here? All right. It's the same thing that we saw in the version 1 transaction.
Pigs are being sold, and this is AFP, y'all. To Easy's point, this is AFP being sold.
But now he's added a little extra, because this is the way that he's done this has really made me question Forex's intellect, because you can't obfuscate these things on BSC scan. It's not easy unless you use some sort of a mixer. You can't just do that. So now, rather than just selling the pigs on that same wallet, he's sending it to another wallet, and then he's selling the pigs over there. Money laundering.
Yeah,
money laundering at its finest.
Yeah, Brian said it too. Oh, also y'all watching the DeFi Degenerate show with Muddy Mo, and we got Jay Greenwood, and we got Easy Breezy on talking about all this debacle with Forex Shark. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like. Ain't no freeloading. Hit that like. Also the link is in the description as well if y'all want to pull up. The stream y'all link is in there, so feel free. Go ahead, Easy. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, so pretty much, like, you can see all of these transactions. This wallet is only designed to specifically sell AFP. That's all it's doing.
Goodness gracious.
That's all it's doing.
Right,
and he's selling AFP here at the high. He's selling AFP when AFP was still around $180. Now it's 54. See, he was selling at the top of the version 2.
Selling at the top. That's a good point. Wow.
Just
Greenwood,
into
you
a transaction on Telegram.
Oh, you sent one? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That is crazy.
So the same activities is happening on Wallet 2. All right. So the same behavior is happening on Wallet 2. So maybe that's why BB was inactive, because maybe his role was to go ahead and start selling some of these pigs while Forex is keeping the farm dancing and listening to his tune. Maybe it's a little bit of Jordan and Pippen. They're trying to get the Jordan Pippen championship.
See, look, hold on, Easy. I like this. I'm Kobe and Shaq guy. That's like
it's a little Kobe and Shaq. We don't know who's throwing the alley-oop, but somebody's dunking our pigs in the pancake swap and pulling that BUSD.
I love it. I love it. All right, Greenwood, I got the contract you sent me, so that's up. Easy there, Greenwood.
All right, so the one that was sent there, so that is a there was a couple there that are the same amount, so I want to make sure we're looking at the right one.
Okay.
This one right here is an external send.
Okay.
So this is literally moving, once again, pigs out from primary contract to from primary wallet to secondary wallet right here. So the other one, the 102.5 is not. This 102.15 is. They're really close to each other. I was going to say, I want to make sure we didn't get confused there, because in the transaction it has is slightly different. So this one right here is literally going outside of this wallet and sending pigs externally as well. So there's a couple. So there's a couple of things here that, like, all at once. So now this V2 now has been sold. It's been yielded off of. There's transactions where it's moved to additional wallets, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, okay, well, I guess you can do what you want with some of these things, but once again, this is duplicatable on like 4 of the 6 wallets. Once again, so I'd like to ask the question: if all these different versions of pigs and everything else are sent to external wallets, and now 3 of these wallets are project owners supposedly, and then the other 3 are supposedly project-specific wallets. Why are the project-specific wallets also sending pigs out of the ecosystem? That makes no sense, because if you're not dumping, why are you moving it? Right. So all this stuff makes no sense. So now you're sending out to other stuff. Where's it going to? And there's so many of these, and it's not even worth going down that rabbit hole, because, or I shouldn't say so many, but there's enough where it's like, well, what are they doing here? I mean, are these going into like, is this like a kickback, or is this like something else going on? I just don't understand. Like, there's so many different ways that these wallets interact that it gets me kind of confused as far as what are you using these for? Okay, right. How come? So if there's only 3 that are personal wallets, then the other 3, as just said today, are project related, right? In some way. Well, in what way they're project related? They must be other people as well, that or they're treated as such. It appears, at least, because it's yielding, it's selling, it's doing all these other things. It's selling BUSD, blah blah blah. And once again, now you're sending from one to another externally, right? And now this is just one, but you can replicate this, like I said, on at least 4 of the 6 where they send externally to another wallet. So it's just like, okay, well, if you're not selling your own token, on 4 of the 6, what are you doing then? Because that means that the other 2, are the only ones that don't send to another wallet besides selling or besides staking. So, I mean, at the end of the day here, once again, it contradicts what he's saying. I mean, until, once again, you could refute this in a couple different ways, I guess, but none of this has been done. It's just been said, okay, no, don't sell. It's all about the BUSD yield, which even that, once again, it's not that it's questionable. It's that, well, look at how much you freaking made and how you made it. Free stuff, you yielded off of it, blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, then on top of that, you're breaking your own rules and saying that you don't sell, you don't do anything, as far as the token is itself. Well, you obviously do. Why are you moving them out then? If they're worthless to you in that way, where you physically cannot do anything with them besides stake, why are you moving to secondary and tertiary wallets? And then, there's much more than just 1, 2, 3, 4. There's quite a few, because I mean, there's some that are used only a few times as well. So it's like, well, this.
Greenwood. This is what makes it even more aggravating. This is what aggravates the situation. It's not only the initial minted wallet; it's the fact that this minted wallet are giving you extra pigs. So you're now selling extra pigs that you minting out from free minted wallets. Do you see where I'm coming from? And then now you're selling those extras while keeping the initials and continuing to collect BUSD on that.
Jeez.
And getting more extra pigs. So do you see what I mean? Like, not only so he minted 5,000 wallets. Let's just take one wallet, sends it to the pig pen. That pig pen gives him BUSD and extra pigs. He keeps the BUSD and then he dumps the extra pigs, and he's continuing to get more extra pigs and BUSD. So it's an endless supply of free money for him.
Just like drip, huh? Just like drip.
Yeah, but
we're not talking drip today, but
yeah, but the difference is, after looking at this, we have to start looking into drip.
Yeah.
All right. We're now gonna go look into drip as well. We haven't looked into drip, but I can guarantee you, if he's doing it this time, he's probably done it before. It's not the first time. It's not the first time. If we know anything about criminals, is that they always leave their footprints. All right. Yep. So the point is like, now he was literally whatever money goes into the animal farm, majority of it is going to be going to Forex for free.
That's deep.
Think about that. He was literally making himself a bank. He was making a free. He was turning into a Federal Reserve, just printing free money out here, and we're not even getting a stimulus check.
Right. That's a good point, Easy. Wow. You made that very, very clean. You know what I mean? Like that makes sense. Wow, he's literally printing free money on y'all back. And some of y'all like, oh, it's okay. I'm making money too. Are you? Are you really? Are you doing this? Are you really?
And my speculation, my theory now is like, look, I think that the reason he paused the first contract is, I think that he wanted to. I don't know. I think that he wanted to. He realized that if people saw him selling pigs, they were going to start dumping their pigs. So I think that he wanted to create a way, because if you think about this, right, he has 6 wallets that have 32,000 pigs. If in the first version of Animal Farm, anybody can pull their pigs and dump, all right, and that would have drained the liquidity. And I think he notices like, shit, if somebody catches this, they're gonna dump and drain the liquidity. I'm not gonna be able to make enough money out of this. So he's gone and made a version 2, and he's saying, I'm creating utility, blah, 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 whatever bullshit he wants to add to it. Now, the difference between version 2 and version 1 is that you can't actually claim all your pigs. All right. You have to claim at a 1% a day.
2% per day. Yep.
You get what I mean? So you can't just, so if you're another whale and you see Forex doing funny business, you can't just pull all your pigs out, dump that shit and take your money and walk away. But here's where Forex has the advantage. He has 32,000 pigs. See, he has more than anybody. So he's draining the majority share of this pool of that BUSD, right? And now how is that happening? Why do I say that's happening? Because he, first of all, he received those pigs for free. All right. So he received those pigs for free. So now he's now getting free BUSD. But also what he's added is by telling people, don't dump your pigs, you know, stake it, and you're gonna get a bigger bonus in the future, right? He's stopping the sell pressure from other people. Right?
Good point. Yeah.
So he's telling, so he's taking your money, right? He's taking your money and put it behind a barricade. And then he said, you're gonna take your money at 1% a day. So you go in there, you take your money at 1% a day, and then he comes and says, but are you sure you want to do that? Why don't you just put it back in and you're gonna get more of your money in the future, right? Meanwhile, he's not doing that.
Right. Good point, Easy. That's a good point, Easy. I'm gonna check this chat because the chat is lit, but that's a good point. Listen, y'all hitting points tonight. Let me check up with the chat though. I don't want to leave y'all out. Momo Juice say wallet number 1 was Forex BB wallet, right? D say crazy. Forex selling at the top. Right, D. It's crazy. Crypto Q says only a total of 18 transactions on the wallet that receives them. G Flex say bye Forex. Bye. I like that, G Flex. I like that. Franklin Tower say, did he bring up today about something about adding it into PCS? I don't know what he's referring to there. Y'all probably do though. I'll let y'all talk to that one. Smock say Forex and the SSBs are getting it all. That's a fact, Smock. Forex and the solo sport boys are getting everything. That's a fact, Smock. Good point. D say boom, it's blowing up. Last thing for Forever Quintina. I can't say that. Forever Q. They had a quote, with pigs, there is no conflict of interest since I never need to sell the pigs. I can just earn my BUSD off of them as another investor in the project. Mighty leader. Yep, that's what he said, Q. Yep. That's a point. That's a fact. So, guys, real quick, and I appreciate you guys. I feel like we beat this one in. I think we beat this one down. I do want to leave with something though, because I think a lot of people are in this project. And my goal is not to kill a project. My thing is just to bring out the truth. You know, it's all about honesty and integrity over at the Money Crypto Movement. So what do you guys think we can go from here? Just your opinions.
Great. I'll get. Look, first of all, I just want to thank you.
I just realized I was muted there for a sec. I was gonna say same thing, man. I want to thank you first and foremost. I'll let you finish, Breezy.
Yeah. You know what I want to do. First of all, I really want to thank you for what you're doing. You know, you're one of the first people to reach out and just put us on. You know, you made it real quick. You know, and that's beautiful. If we had more of that in the space, this shit would be cleaned up tomorrow. But a lot of people are trying to protect their bags, and I really appreciate that. That's beautiful to see integrity in the space. What we can go from here is continue to raise awareness and red pilling people who are still sleeping. All right. And then we just have to tell Forex, like every other bank that does, he has to liquidate his assets and pay back the investors so people can move on. That's really the best solution for everybody. Because we don't want because like I said, you see people are making a living out of this. People are living on paying their bills. You know what I mean? They've had a lot of money tied up in here. So he has to liquidate whatever money he's made and then just refund people their money. That's the best thing that we can go from here.
I like that. Good point. And I always try to, and appreciate that, Breezy. I always try to have some points that we can take from here. You know what I mean? Because I don't want, this sucks. This is bad. Like, and I know these guys are nicer to me, but this dude is stealing. I don't care what you call it. That's what I call it. You know what I mean? So, but I really appreciate a positive spin on, you know, what it can do. I think it will be fair to pay everybody back and let us move on. I agree with that, Breezy. I really do. Go ahead, Greenwood. I know you had something. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's all right, man. Yeah. No, for some reason now it's taking me a little while to go into mute, man. This platform hates me tonight. But you know, I feel like really, so just to clarify, the question is like where to go from here type thing, correct?
Yeah.
You know, I feel like, you know, really at the end of the day, there's a few things. So like I was gonna say, I thank you for, you know, similar to what Easy said, that when you break this stuff down for people, whether or not, you know, take what you want from it, right, is my takeaway. And in the process, if you're figuring out how to, read chain or do any of these basic kind of analysis of anything here, right? Even if it's just understanding the basics, I think that, that's the beginning of the takeaway. Moving forward, the takeaway is that, okay, coming from here, asking for, the answers with everything. I mean, yeah, I don't think there should be any time when you're, out of the loop, if you will, with all these different scenarios. And I think that, moving forward from here, people need to kind of do their due diligence and ask questions as far as, well, what is this? And I want answers, not just like some 1,000-character little, paragraph about like, well, this is FUD, and let me give an explanation. There's a difference between answers and explanations, right? And that's something here that has been made very apparent to me. And yeah, honestly, right, I've learned something from this. I've learned a lot of things from this, personally, professionally, already. It always happens in this space, so I'm always learning. But honestly, I realized that there's a big difference between answers and just kind of making a statement, right? And like, I think that the coming out and seeing that these, like, how it's addressed or whatever is just that, yeah, well, okay, this is what it is at face value, without kind of going in at all or providing, like I keep saying this, provide some receipts, man. And like, I feel like that's like some sort of trend word or something. It feels weird when I even say that, but I can't think of a better way to just sum it up in general. Like, come with some facts, come correct. And, at the end of the day, I think that would have diffused a lot of this. So that moving forward, that's what I ask people to ask for, is that, hey, come with the facts on both sides, right? Take what you will from this and everything else. And I think moving forward, through the dissemination of information, through, places like this, as well as through people doing their own research, you're going to come to your own conclusions about exactly what's going on here and everywhere else. You can apply this to everywhere else in the space. I mean, it's not very hard to do. So, at the end of the day, saying that these are the basics, take what you want. You can grow that in any freaking direction you want, and you can own this space. That's all I got to say.
Well said, man. Well said, Greenwood. And I'm gonna end it with this because I know D, she is probably thinking like me. He needs to sell the animal farm so Drip can fly. Right? We don't listen. Now I don't know how far you guys are in Drip, but man, we are in Drip. Listen, I've been saying since the start, get animal farm out of here. We're in Drip. Let that work. Let something work. But again, I know Breezy will say, hey, we're gonna look into that. Oh boy, where there's smoke, there's fire. Where there's smoke, there's fire. So, but good point, D. I agree. At this point, I think first thing is pay people back. You got to pay people back, make it right, and then do whatever you can do to keep Drip afloat. It's taking on water right now. You got to keep Drip afloat. That's it.
Hey, I don't want to cut you off, but one of those wallets is actually there's transactions of those wallets selling a shitloads of Drip at the top.
Okay.
Yeah, so one of those 6 wallets.
Oh, one of the 6. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, one of those 6 wallets is selling. It's selling a lot of Drip. We can look into that if you want to do another show. But
yeah, I was gonna say I would love to. I think there's that, and also too. I would also implore people that just real quick. In right now, even on the screenshot that's currently available, or the screenshot that's available, that 4th field right there, the 2 field. If you go through some of these wallets on your own, and in the 2 field, look for Tornado Cash in the main transactions, or in the VP20 token transactions, or on mainnet, on Etherscan. Because remember, not just because you see a bunch of stuff with these wallets on BSC scan does not that you're looking at one chain. Just remember this.
Oh,
so if you go to this, so this is you can understand. So people are like, oh, when's the report coming out? And when's it? It's like, dude. Like, we're going to need a freaking children's book artist to come here and work for the next 10 years at this rate. I mean,
right.
If you were to really just break this all down, and trying to find like palatable ways to, package it, if you will, and I'm trying to talk in like a mid-tier approach, right, as well. And I feel like it's just like, dude, you've got to be kidding me, because when you go to both of these chains and you see, Tornado Cash being engaged, it's like, dude, what is going on there? That's like one, that's a whole nother episode almost in itself, because you can look at the ethics, the optics, or anything else that, but once again, this is something that was directly dropped to. Like, what is this? And if this is a personal wallet or something else, what is this person doing that is requiring that. And there is legit uses and everything, but come on. So between that as well as as Easy is talking about, I personally, my quote unquote little investigation thing here and looking into everything for me, at this time, drip is out of scope for me. But I think you guys should cover that, because I agree that if there's stuff going wrong here, I at this exact moment in time, and for the next week, I can't possibly venture in there personally, but minimum. But with that being said,
No,
people should.
but wait a minute. Drip is not out of scope because drip
I'm saying for
animal farm.
myself. For
Oh
myself.
yeah, yeah.
That's
Oh
what I'm
okay,
saying.
yeah,
At
yeah.
this time
Oh,
and in general, for
oh yeah,
myself, it's
yeah,
out of
yeah,
scope,
yeah.
because once again, oh man, like I said, there's so much going on here that once again, to kind of like break this down, because once again, people were asking me for some, or not just me, but in general for this digestible format. We're working on compilating that, right? And then also too, there's all these other aspects of it. I mean, people last night were like, oh, look into brief or reap, and everything else next. And I'm like, yeah, you understand from like an optical point of view that sounds great. From like a actual putting the work in point of view, I mean, you're gonna really make a full-time job out of this. So I mean, that's literally
Right.
how it's been for 5 days. I'm not even kidding. Like,
But
I
hang
would be
on.
lying if I said that I'm not shirking on every other responsibility by working into this. But I feel like if people do this as well, collectively as well, looking into these
Collectively.
other things, that's where this gets pretty serious. Like, and this is how the DD should be done for everything. Imagine if everyone hopped in the chat, right, once a month for friggin' 10 minutes. And, it's not that you should be holding, you don't need to be doing all this crazy investigation on every project you're in, but I mean, just holding accountable, period, knowing what's going on with your money and not just trusting people at face value. I don't care who it is. At my own project, at anyone else, come in and literally friggin' ask questions and still do the friggin' the backgrounds. Look into these things. You should never take my word for it. It's like ridiculous at face value, man. You don't know
Mm-hmm.
me. Who the hell are you? Who the fuck is John, right? So I
But
mean, this idea that people would just take and follow either what is said or even the transactions themselves that have been surfaced and everything else. Look into these things collectively, and I mean, imagine what the hell you're gonna find out. You would never have to worry about these problems, and they wouldn't propagate this far.
Yep. Good point. Good point.
And Matty Mo,
Yep.
a lot of people are worried about drip, and what I do want to say is this: drip should not have dumped this hard unless there was insiders who was preparing for a massive exit. All right, drip
Look
went to
at Drip.
100. Drip went
This
to
is one thing I'll say.
$180. And what I think they did is that they used the animal farm, because you got to understand the animal farm actually helped pump drip really hard. Why is that? It was one of the only farm where you could get drip, right? Pair it with BUSD or BNB, and you only had to pay a 1% fee. All right? You only had to pay a 1% fee. Now, in saying that, if these guys were dumping drip at the top, all right, and they were insiders, so one of these 6 wallets was dumping drip. Well, think about this, right? So you have an insider who's now draining liquidity. All right, because that's really what's hurting a lot of people. A lot of people were doing the right thing on drip. They continue to hydrate 6 days a week and claim on one day, and they were doing the right thing, which was healthy for the protocol, and it kept the liquidity deep. But if somebody had a whole bunch of drip on the sideline and he was an insider who was minting 5,000 pigs and then he was dumping drip, well, then you're literally just giving the middle finger to your investors.
See, hold on, Easy. You about to start a whole nother show. I gotta bring you back. I gotta bring you back, Easy, because you about to start a whole nother show. But you know what?
Oh yeah, he's gonna get deep in, man. I can already.
Yeah.
I was gonna
I
say
want to
this
say.
dude. He's gonna deep in. Can I say one quick thing about just the only comment I'll make about drip in general, right, is this. And I've heard this from my people. It sounds ridiculous, but the people in my circle that are technical analysis people, the people that I know remotely or closely in general that are big into drip that I've met more recently. I mean, I've heard this from all different areas from so many people now that like I'm going to speak this as near gospel that or verbatim that the drip price right now based on sentiment is $6-7 wherever the frick it's at, right? On market it should be 40-50. Some people even say 50-60 actually. So I mean $40 to $60, let's say, right? That's literally where market it should be. sentiment has pushed it here. So if you think that this is just another, cycle, as I've heard it, which there is cycles here, but if you think that this is just another cycle, that no, the cycle is not part of Drip as a network or as a application. It's literally part of the way that things have been handled, where it bounces back up because new entries are created. It's not like, come on, man. It doesn't just go move up and down on its own. So in this case, right, if it was to follow previous trending, then it should be somewhere around there. And I mean, that's just an observation. And now that it's this low, unless a mass amount of people come in, imagine what's going to happen. Because if the price is so low that you're not making really anything, I mean, think of how quickly it's going to devalue now that the price is this low. You don't have the ability for it to move downwards very much at all. And I mean, it doesn't work that way because it's all about percentages and everything else in theory, but it does work that way in practice, right? Because there's more and more people being paid out by the day, and literally there's more and more, especially when stuff like this happens and people are now saying, well, I'm just claiming because I don't want to be part of this foundationally, right?
Yep.
So as that's happening, well, price go down in theory. And I mean, that, unless a large amount comes in to replace it. And I mean, that's why I would, once again, I don't want to talk in circles or, anything else or waste time here, but do your due diligence. And that includes people that are looking at this shit, because if these people are looking into this stuff, they realize, well, I should be getting involved with the drip fountain at this point in time or ever, until these things are fixed or whatever. So if that new stuff doesn't come in, well, guess what? It's failed. So the only people that can save this project at this time, in my opinion, are people that are ill-informed, right? So that, and that's sad to say, but it is what it is. How is it going to come back? I mean, please explain to me. This is literally, I mean, we all know how drip works. It is a Ponzi. It is a straight Ponzi, right? Like, come on. People come in at the bottom and they come at the top. There's methodology in between, but in this case, we're getting to a price point as well as a sell pressure point where all these maxis, and I just saw someone comment about, or you just posted a comment. I saw another person comment about this. They've all been coming in chat, and a lot of them have dropped addresses to me and shit. Like, I don't know if it's a flex or if it's just showing me, proving. I don't know, either or. I don't care. They're proving that they are large holders. They're like, yeah, I'm actually claiming from now on. I can see if they compound their claim. Keep in mind. So I guess I'll let you know what it looks like. Some of these people have documented wallets, so it's like, well, moving forward, good luck.
Right. And I was gonna tell you, Greer, don't give them everything because I want to get y'all back up. They already, the people already asking to come up and talk about drip. So I want to save a little bit for next time, man. I really, really appreciate y'all coming up. This has been very good, man, just to get the truth out to the people. And I appreciate the nice words y'all said about Muddy Mo and the team. The Muddy Crypto Movement. Y'all can't forget about the Muddy Crypto Movement. That's who we are. And I appreciate y'all for popping over there too, man. I really thank y'all for coming up though.
Hey, man, I appreciate y'all. Hey, man, shout out to y'all, man. For real, we need more people like you. We need more people like 100%. You who really care about the truth, and they just want to educate people on this space. And if we can have a community that's full of integrity and transparency, then we don't have to worry about regulation. But if we start to allow the likes of the Forexes to get away, then we have to worry about regulation. And when things get regulated, only the big boys eat.
Don't say the R word. We don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear that. No, don't start that.
I agree with everything that was said there, man. 100%, man. It's all about the self-regulation and everything else. And like I said, that's literally what I keep saying. Do your due diligence and everything else. And when you see stuff, call it out. Otherwise, we don't need to be pestering developers and pestering the space and everything. But that's what's going to keep this all legit and real and printing for everyone, in one way or another. If not, this space will fail. And it's going to turn into like communist China in here. So, it is what it is. Do your diligence. Let's make this happen.
Shout out you, Muddy Mo.
Shout out Greenwood and Breezy, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all enjoy y'all night, man. Go enjoy y'all evening, man. Thank y'all for pulling up.
Man. Yes, sir.
All right,
stuff, man.
See you guys. Yep. All right, guys. So that was listen. Everybody in the movement know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is. Listen, this is what we do over here at the Muddy Crypto Movement. Y'all been missing out. Y'all, it take me to talk about Forex, but y'all don't want to pop up. Oh, definitely Frito, man. Thank you for pulling up, man. Y'all should come more often. And also, man, my link tree is in the description below. If y'all want to hop in and talk to a lot of like-minded people, we got Greenwood and Easy. They in the chat too. Come on, come to the Muddy Crypto movement, man, in the Telegram. I'm telling you, some good people over there. We small, but we mighty. We don't have all that riff-raff and all that mess. All right. But today, we on the DeFi Degenerate Show, we talked about Forex Shark and Animal Farm being exposed. Drip Network might be next. Don't sleep. Don't sleep and stay woke, man. Make sure y'all doing y'all due diligence. Also, in crypto, this is not no solo sport. None of that. In crypto, you are alone. But in the Muddy Crypto movement, we are alone with you. All right? Y'all have a good evening, man. Y'all pull up next time. Listen, we ain't stopping. We coming back. We might have to talk about drip next time. It was a lot of people want to see that. So, all right, man. Y'all enjoy your evening. All right? Y'all want to hear more? Stay tuned. Beep.